The story begins in the village hidden in the leaf, Kanahukoger no Sato. The morning of October 10th, at first glance, seems like an unremarkable day. Today, Uzumaki Kushina, the wife of the Yondaime Hokage, fourth Hokage, is supposed to give birth, but none of the villagers and almost all the shinobi of the village know about it. Only the trusted circle of people of the Yondaime Hokage know. This circle includes Sandaime Hokage, third Hokage, Hitaki Kakashi, Sharingan Kakashi, Sarutobi Bawako, wife of the third Hokage, Uchiha Makoto, Kushina's friend, Uchiha Fugaku, Minato's friend, and a platoon of Anbu that will guard them. And there is one more person who could be in such a circle, but according to the official version, he is dead. Uchiha Obito, Madara, Tobi, a man whose face is hidden by a mask, who will give Konoha the most unforgettable night. Autumn morning, beautiful weather, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, a cool breeze is blowing, everything is wonderful for Uzumaki Kushina, because today the greatest happiness will happen. She and Minato, the person dearest to her, will give birth to their little son, whose name is Uzumaki Naruto, a man who will be feared and respected, a man who will be equal in strength to the shinobi gods, a man who will be reckoned with by all, but this is in the future and now we will return to the present. Kushina, walking through the morning village, understood how happy she was. She had a beloved husband, a son would be born, whom she and Minato were waiting for and already loved more than anything in the world. What else could she wish for? Walking around Konoha, she felt a lot of sounds and smells, because now coffee shops, restaurants are opening, a lot of people are bustling about, they are like ants in an anthill in which everyone plays their role in this turmoil. Just now some shinobi ran across the roofs, children rushed by like little hurricanes constantly laughing. And even Kakashi, who has been watching her for 9 months, because that is his mission, he lost 2 of his comrades, that is why Minato gave him such a mission so that he would forget about his pain. Kushina knew that he was watching her, so she took care of him in every possible way so that he did not even understand. She also misses Obito and Rin. It smelled of delicious buns with coffee, and she liked such smells, especially in the morning. There is in it an atmosphere of harmony and calm. But not now. At the moment, Kushina was in deep thought. She really wanted everything to go well, for the baby to be healthy, for nothing bad to happen, and there was something alarming today, that something would happen, but she didn't understand what, so she pushed these thoughts away. Is it stupid? After all, she is a strong, powerful kunoichi who is not afraid of anything. Yes, that is true, but today she feels like an ordinary girl, an expectant mother. Having driven away all these stupid thoughts, she continued on her way. She walked literally a few steps and noticed a familiar black head. When she came closer she saw a beautiful, graceful girl with beautiful black hair, with a cute child in her mother's arms. Hello Makoto. Hello Sasuke. Kushina greeted them cheerfully. Hello Kushina. Makoto smiled warmly, and Sasuke reached out his hands to Kushina's outstretched gentle hand. Usually he didn't allow anyone except his father, mother and older brother to touch him, but with Kushina everything is completely different. Kushina smiled contentedly as she played with Sasuke, even slightly forgetting about Makoto. Did you want something, Kushina? Asked Makoto. No, I just came to say hello and ask how you are doing, answered Kushina. Things are fine, how are you? Makoto answered and asked. I'm fine too, I'm going to give birth today, though it's a little nerve-wracking. Makoto, does it hurt? Kushina asked excitedly. It doesn't hurt much Kushina, everything will be fine, so don't worry. Makoto answered, laughing a little with Kushina. Okay, thank you, Kushina answered, smiling from ear to ear. You're welcome, contact me again, Makoto answered with a laugh. Then I'll go Kushina, I still need to feed Itachi and Sasuke, and Fugaku too. Good luck, the most important thing is that everything will be okay, Makoto said, smiling slightly. Thank you Makoto, we'll meet after the birth with the children, let them start being friends from childhood. Said Kushina. Agreed, Makoto answered. And they both went their separate ways. And who knew that this was their last conversation? Evening. Kushina screamed in pain, cursing Makoto, who said that it didn't hurt very much. Push, Kushina, the head is already visible, Bawako said calmly. There's just a little bit left, come on Kushina, said Bawako. Ahgaukauga, a child's cry was heard in the shelter. Minato sighed and looked first at Kushina, so weak, a little pale, but still beloved, and at his son, whom he already loves more than anything in the world, of course not like Kushina, but still. Minato, close the seal, Bawako screamed and growled. Minato immediately remembered the nine-tail seal and began to close it. Minato almost closed the seal and asked, "Can I hold it?" "No. Mother first," Bawako answered. Bawako handed the baby to her mother's arms. Kushina looked with eyes full of happiness and tears at Naruto, who had calmed down a bit, but was still crying. Minato himself wanted to cry from happiness. Here they are. His wife and child. His happiness. Bawako had already gone to wash the child, and Minato turned back to Kushina and began to finally close the seal. "Like completely. I wrote above like almost closed, so there would be no questions." There was just a little bit left and he heard sounds behind him, turned around and saw Bawako's head, which rolled towards the wall, and a stranger in a mask with his child in his arms. 100 inches thoughts flashed through Minato's head in an instant. Get away from the Jinchuriki, or do you not care about your child? The tall masked man took out a kunai and placed it on the baby's heart. I'm telling you for the last time. Get away from her, or your son will die. Without living a minute, the masked man whispered slowly and ominously in a sepulchral voice. Wait. Calm down. Minato Namikaze screamed in panic. The yellow lightning of Konoha is the fearsome and invincible fourth Hokage, who feared in all countries of the world. His appearance on the battlefield meant the inevitable the death of thousands of armies and a guaranteed victory for Konoha in any battle. Enemies some knew him as a ruthless yellow-haired killer, while others called him a savior and a revolutionary who will bring peace and order to this mortal world of shinobi. But now, when an unknown enemy was able to get so close to the secret, Minato Namikaze's family, he looked completely helpless in front of a stranger in a cloak. Minato Namikaze clearly understood that he urgently needed to choose between the village and his own son. To choose when both choices would be wrong. I am calm, which is not the case with you, Minato. The masked wanderer flashed a bloody eye full of hatred, threw the screaming child into the air and swung, preparing to end the life that had barely begun. As expected from Yellow Lightning, the stranger drawled in his low voice. Missing the target. The fourth Hokage had inhuman reaction and speed, which allowed him to intercept his son in a split second from under a fatal blow. You really are the fastest shinobi in history, but that won't help you today. A perfected movement of the hand and the baby's diaper lit up explosive seals. Damn it! Minato ripped the blanket off the baby's body and flew into the shed to the nearest Hiraishin kunai using the Flying Thunder God technique. He couldn't let the explosion hit Kushina, who was weakened after giving birth. The cloaked wanderer bought himself valuable minutes to extract the tailed beast from Kushina Uzumaki. He moved the fourth's wife to the outskirts of the village and released the Kyuubi from her. And now, the summoning technique. The air was filled with despair, cries for help and furious anger. The nine-tailed demon fox was destroying the village, trying to raze it to the ground. But no one could even guess that the masked stranger controlled the beast and posed a much greater threat than the enraged Biju. Minato stood in front of the dark figure, considering his next move. He got through the barrier undetected, killed all the Anbu and controls the Kyuubi, and also his eye. It's definitely a Sharingan, but what kind of jutsu is that? All my attacks pass through it, and the teleportation technique surpasses all existing ones taken together. Are you Uchiha Madara? No, it's not possible, he's been dead for a long time. Fourth Hokage, you can think of me as whatever you want, but it doesn't matter. I can only say that all my actions will lead people to true peace, so here and now you will have to die. The icy voice from under the mask made the Yellow Lightning seriously fear for the fate of his village. Pulling himself together, he continued to analyze the enemy's abilities. He will materialize during the attack, which means that the only chance to hurt him is to let him attack me. But if he touches me before then, he will transport me to the other side of the world and I will lose. Whoever he is, no one from the village can defeat this enemy. In addition, he has a dangerous worldview. I must finish him off here and now. Cloaked Wanderer pulled out the chain, preparing for the final attack. Most likely, his abilities are directly related to the power of the right eye. Minato knew that he would soon have to sacrifice himself by using the Death God seal against the Nine Tails. The Hokage also knew that by sealing the Biju but not dealing with the Sharingan, he would be dooming Konoha to destruction in the future. A direct strike with the rasengan is unlikely to cause the desired damage, but will most likely force Madara to leave the battlefield, waiting for my death. From now on, I don't care who you are. Whether you are Uchiha Madara or his follower, I will destroy you for what you have done. The blade of the Hiraishin kunai flashed in his fingers. Funny. Now I can free the Nine Tails and the Hidden Leaf will have no hope left. A dark figure was rapidly approaching with an outstretched hand. Namikaze rushed from the spot at full speed, throwing a kunai at the Uchiha's head. The burden of responsibility rests on my shoulders. The blue eyes flashed steel. I can't lose. A few moments later, Minato was already placing the seal of liberation on the wanderer's stomach. There is absolutely little time, so Minato decided to go to Lee. Not knowing what to do with the body, he decided to leave it, thinking that he was unconscious. Appearing on his head, Minato noticed a giant fox that was destroying Konoha in full force. We need to stop him before he destroys the village even more, thought Minato. I will display my thoughts like this. The author's words like this. The fox stopped for a few moments and saw the man standing on one of the faces on the Hokage mountain. Kyuubi became even more angry and began to form a Biju bomb. Bak! And the bomb flew towards Yondaime. Minato, seeing that a Bijudama was flying at him, began to fold seals to move the bomb far away from Konoha. There was just a little bit left, and the bomb was sucked into the seal and exploded very far from Konoha. The explosion was so powerful that the entire earth shook. Then everything is canon. The difference is that Kushina put a barrier on Naruto's mind, that there were no bookmarks, and basically that's all. Commentary on the prologue. Hello, here is the prologue coming to an end. I would like to say thank you for reading and give it a like if you liked it. This is my first work, I have never written anything like this before. So it means a lot to me. I sincerely want to continue writing this fanfic, and most likely I will, but it will depend on my mood and imagination. It just took me several hours to write this prologue. I removed and added a lot to make it normal. I have bad spelling, and sometimes my imagination goes somewhere, so it will be quite difficult for me to continue writing this fanfic, but I still want to continue working, and this is something new in my life, since mine is quite boring. So it's like fresh air for me. I'm waiting for criticism, normal criticism, and not, well, the fanfic is crap, the prologue is crap, so don't continue, criticism where everything will be written out why it is not very good. I will accept it and try to improve. Since I myself understand that the fanfic does not start perfectly, the prologue is similar to the prologues of other fanfics, and there are even copied sentences and text, not all of course, and I changed and wrote it differently there. But this is the last time, since I myself understand that this is not very correct. I want to write Naruto with a system, namely Naruto, since I do not want to write about a hitman. If I still want to continue writing, I will try to release chapters. Thank you to everyone who read the above. Getting to know the system. Commentary on getting to know the system. Thoughts after the part. You don't have to worry about what things he gets, like I decided that the things will be from other universes, anime, manga, or whatever I can think of. So everything is fine. The village of Kanahokuger no Sato, one of the 5 great villages, and one might say the strongest, of course not like before the events of 5 years ago, when the Kyuubi broke out, but still. Over these 5 years, Konoha has been completely rebuilt and even expanded. People already forget about this event, they remember only when it is either October 10th, the day of victory over the Kyuubi and the bitterness over the death of the 4th Hokage, or when they see the demon fox or Uzumaki Naruto. For 5 years now Naruto has been living in hatred and not knowing why he is hated. In general Naruto is quite smart. At 1 year he started walking, at 2 he started speaking in sentences and quite clearly, at 3.5 he already began to understand the world, and the world of shinobi, well, and read and write. Naruto had a hard life, they raise prices, they don't sell goods in stores, sometimes they can hit or throw a stone. But Naruto has one joy, video games help to forget about the pain and hatred of others. Although there are good people who sincerely worry and care about Naruto, these are Anbu in a dog mask, 3rd Hokage and old man Tuki and his daughter Ayame. And in principle, Naruto is enough for now. Of course he wants everyone to treat him like an ordinary child, but fate has other plans. Naruto understands that people hate not him, but something else, otherwise they would not call him demon fox, brat, etc. He is an ordinary child who did not kill, did not steal, he did not harm anyone, did not insult anyone. Then why is everything connected with demons? Naruto guesses why. Because he has the demon fox, the 9-tailed fox, sealed inside him, otherwise he can't explain such an attitude towards himself. According to the books, the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze, defeated the demon fox at the cost of his own life, but in the books they often write everything differently. Naruto just knows what a Biju is and understands that such creatures cannot die, they can only be slashed, or somehow defeated, but they will still be reborn. Then why is everyone taking it out on him? After all, he is an ordinary boy, Uzumaki Naruto, with a thin body, with 6 symmetrical stripes on his cheeks, with hair the color of the sun and eyes that look like the sky. Symbolic, isn't it? Naruto assumes that it will be easier for people. He is a scapegoat, on whom you can take it out, yell, hit, inflate the price in the store, throw a stone, look with a look full of hatred. All the inhabitants. The villages are blind, they do not understand that he is just a little boy who looks like the sun, and just an orphan. He does not even know who his parents are, although he has the right to know who they are. Just an orphan, they are shinobi, he should have an inheritance, a house, money. They are most importantly shinobi of Konoha, not of any other village, namely Konoha. The parents 100% had savings and property, the third Hokage said that they were heroes, and just very good people in shinobi, so where is his inheritance? There is no guardian, he lives alone, in a one-room apartment, which will fall apart today or tomorrow, but he still maintains order in the house. He tries to eat right, but because he does not have enough money, because prices are inflated, he is forced to eat ramen. Naruto thinks it is delicious, but he understands that you cannot eat like that. Sometimes when Grandpa Hokage gives more money, he can even afford milk, bread, rice, all kinds of vegetables and spices. Although because he sometimes eats in the forest, he has a lot of different plants. Maybe they are poisonous or something else with them, but everything is fine with them, because he has read a lot of books, on biology, plants, on shinobi skills, history, mathematics, and other subjects, and generally interesting books. That's why his spices are always fresh, even better than in stores, and most importantly, they are free. In general, Naruto often gets food in the forest, and he saves money to buy himself equipment for training, because all this is expensive, and with inflated prices even more so. In a year he will go to the Shinobi Academy, and he is weak, and if you compare him with clan members, then even more so. So he decided to train, he knows the theory, he awakened the hearth in a day, he meditates every day, and he began to train physically, push-ups, abs, running, squats, agility and speed techniques. He wants to buy weights, but he doesn't have the money yet. Naruto was at home now, he came back from training an hour ago, now he is playing video games. Naruto always wanted a gamer system for himself, because in fact there is a level, skills, you see your strength, mana, and in his case chakra. It's so cool. Time skip evening. It's already evening, and Naruto is still playing, and here. He passed the last level. He smiled triumphantly and looked out the window, and saw a pink-orange sky, across which the sun seemed to be floating down to the horizon. Naruto stood up and thought. It's already evening, we need to make dinner. He decided not to bother with dinner, so he made rice with vegetables. He ate it. I washed the dishes and decided to go to bed, went to the bed, took off my orange t-shirt and white shorts, put on my green pajamas and went to bed. He didn't even notice that he left the TV on with the game playing. Morning. Naruto woke up because a ray of sun was shining in his eyes. No, don't think that he forgot about training, he just got up earlier than he should have, so he went to do water procedures. As he left the bathroom he went to the kitchen to warm up yesterday's rice with vegetables, poured himself some milk and began to wait. 20 minutes passed. Naruto, already full and dressed, goes to training. Polygon number 4, abandoned. Arriving at the training ground, Naruto began to warm up. After 10 minutes the warm-up was over, so he began to do push-ups. Naruto did 30 push-ups. For his age, 5 years old, I remind you, very good. After he did his push-ups, he went to do crunches, lay down on the soft grass and started. Naruto did 50 sit-ups. After Naruto finished with the press, he rested for 5 minutes and went to do squats. Naruto did it 40 times. So Naruto did squats, and again rested for 5 minutes, then went to the horizontal bar. Naruto did 10 pull-ups. After Naruto did 10 pull-ups, he rested again for 5 minutes and went running around the training ground. After completing 15 laps, he rested for 10 minutes, the polygon is quite large. After he had rested, he went to run over an obstacle course to improve his speed, endurance and agility. It took him a whole hour to do this. After he did it, Naruto rested for 30 minutes, then got up and started throwing 1 kunai and 2 shurikens that he found, a little rusty, but nothing will save up, buy new, good ones. After throwing a kunai and 2 shurikens, by the way, out of 50 attempts, with a kunai I hit the target 17 times exactly, and the rest I missed or did not hit the center of the target. I threw shurikens 75 times, hit the center 30 times, and the rest are the same as with a kunai. In the end, he repeated everything, absolutely everything, 2 more times and went home. I was home at 1 o'clock. At home. Naruto came home tired, very tired. So he decided not to bother and just eat some ramen. Having put on the kettle, which the dog-san bought, who also bought many other things such as books, dishes, cutlery, saucepans, and even brought a small stove. Naruto is grateful to him for this. After eating, Naruto decided to play, going to the console. By the way, Hiruzen bought it, because he saw how the boy treats video games, turning on the TV, and the boy began to wait for the console. 5 minutes passed and nothing appeared on the TV. That's strange, Naruto said out loud. Is it broken? The boy asked fearfully, because this was the only thing that calmed him down and made him forget about the real world. And then it turns on, the boy breathes out calmly. Thank Kami, everything is fine, Naruto said. And suddenly a caption appeared on the TV. Welcome to the system. Want to start using it? Naruto stood there with his mouth open. How is this possible? What is this? Is it a new update or something? This has never happened before. The boy decided to click yes. And suddenly the TV turns off and he faints. After 3 hours. Opening his eyes, Naruto saw his ceiling, not understanding what was happening. As soon as Naruto assumed a sitting position, he remembered everything. Maybe hallucinations, or genjutsu, Naruto thought. As soon as Naruto wanted to stand up, an icon appeared before his eyes. Welcome player. You have logged in as gamer. We apologize for making you faint. The system should have manifested itself earlier. But since this did not happen, we will give you bonuses. 10x experience, killed a mob for 100 experience, got 1000. And some more, but you will find out about them yourself. Do you want to open the status window? Not really. Naruto stared at this in shock. How is this even possible? Did he get the system? Naruto thought he had nothing to lose, so he clicked yes. Name, Uzumaki. Naruto. Profession, no. Level 0, 0 to 100. Title, Jinchuriki, Half-Blood. Uzumaki. Rank, F. XP 2500, 10/1. Region per minute. Chakra 1000, 5/1. Region per minute. Control 10. Strength 22, Dexterity 17, Speed 17, Intelligence 30, Stamina 50. Armor, none. Artifacts, none. Skills 1. Skill, Strength of Spirit. You are fearless, with a will of steel. You look forward. Whether in front of you there is an enemy, a cage or even a biju, you will not budge. 3 level out of 10. Inventory is empty. Shop, closed. Auction, closed. Messages 1 quarter. Message: since you received 1 bonus, it's time to get the second one. Basilisk Blood Katana. Rank, D. Damage 40, casts illusions through a cut. The illusions are not very powerful, but they can knock out a genin and a very weak chunin, a sword made from the blood of a weak basilisk, a rather powerful weapon in skilled hands. The former owner of this sword was a murderer. Kills 0. Messages 2/3. Since you will receive 3 bonuses out of 4, here is the 4th one, Boots of the Unknown Killer. Rank, C. Armor +10, Speed +7, Dexterity +6, Silence +20. Boots of the Unknown Assassin, add speed and agility, and also make you quieter than water and lower than grass. These are the boots of a famous Golden Age assassin. He killed all his enemies silently and quickly. Each time he left no traces. No one still knows what he looks like, because no one survived after meeting him. Messages 3 quarters. Naruto stared at this in shock. They gave him a system, and such cool bonuses. He would have been happy with just the system, but here is a 10x experience boost, the basilisk sword and the assassin's boots. How lucky he was. Naruto was still sitting and thinking, he definitely won't tell anyone about the system. It's dangerous for life. They'll decide that he's schizophrenic, or they'll start experimenting with him. There's still 1 more bonus left. He can't even imagine what they can give him, although he can guess. You've received 3 bonuses out of 4, so it's time to pick up the last one, Key to the Dungeon. Rank, F. I knew it, Naruto thought. He assumed that there would be a key, because he somehow needed to level up. Today was some kind of eventful day, Naruto thought and looked out the window. And in the window Naruto saw darkness. It's already night, time to sleep. I'll think about everything tomorrow. Naruto said out loud. Name, Uzumaki. Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, Half-Blood. Uzumaki. Level 0, 0 to 100. Rank, F. XP 2500, 10/1. Region per minute. Chakra 1000, 5/1. Region per minute. Control 10. Strength 22, Dexterity 17, Speed 17, Intelligence 30, Stamina 50. Armor, none artifacts, none skills 1 inventory 4 shop, closed auction, closed. Messages 3/3. Commentary on getting to know the system. Hello, it's me again. So in the prologue I said that I would think about whether to continue or not. Well, as you can see, I decided yes. This is just the beginning. I hope you like it. This chapter is completely mine, that is, I did not take anything from someone else. In that one I took a little, and this is completely mine. And I like to write, I would never have thought that I would like to write some stories. Keek. That's why it's so cool, and it will be even better if someone reads this. I will be very happy, not even put a like, or write a review, but just read. For me it will simply be a fairy tale. So thanks in advance. Thank you if you read the above. By the way, he has type 4 bonuses, type 1 which gives 10x and things, so there are no questions where the other one is, type 4 quarters. Hello Truth. Hello Dungeon at 5 years old. Comment to Hello Truth. Hello Dungeon at 5. After the part my thoughts. Morning. Naruto woke up with a headache because yesterday something a bit unreal happened to him. They gave him a system. How is that even possible? Naruto got out of bed and went to the bathroom to do water procedures. I left the bathroom and went to the kitchen to make myself something to eat. Well, I just put the kettle on to make some ramen. I poured boiling water into a bowl of ramen and began to wait. Naruto thought while he waited. They gave me a system. This isn't a dream, is it? Maybe genjutsu. I hope not, and who would do that to me anyway? And why? If this is really a system, then I will now become super strong, I will have skills, pumping up my strength, speed, agility, etc. Now I can see all my results, even the store, the auction. And I was right, I am a vessel for Biju. Why me? There were just as many people, children then, I'm sure, why me? I read that there was once a clan called Uzumaki, maybe that's why I was chosen as a vessel. After all, not everyone can withstand the power of a tailed beast, and here we have the strongest of the tailed beasts. Then it turns out that Fox killed my parents, why doesn't Old Man 3 tell me who they are? Wait. Naruto quickly got up from the table and went to the bathroom. And began to look in the mirror. Reflected in the mirror. A boy with a thin face, 6 symmetrical stripes on his cheeks, eyes the color of the sky and hair the color of the sun. And then a very shocking thought flashed through my mind. He is an orphan who lives in a one-room apartment, in not the best area, where every house is falling apart. He eats ramen, some food that he finds in the forest, and if the third Hokage throws a little more money, then he will be able to afford milk, or rice, or vegetables, if he saves up, then all at once. He is a boy who lives in the hatred of others, with inflated prices, and no friends. He's the son of the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze, and some kunoichi from the Uzumaki clan. Naruto walked out of the bathroom on shaky legs and leaned against the wall, sliding down it. How is that possible? He is the son of the 4th Hokage, the son whose father sealed the strongest of the tailed beasts in his own child. He should have understood that there could be such an attitude towards him. So why? A couple of tears rolled down my face. I need to calm down, whining now won't change anything anyway. Naruto thought. Naruto tried to get up and on the 3rd try he succeeded. As soon as Naruto stood up, still with slightly shaky legs, he walked over to the table and sat down. I don't want to eat anymore. If my parents are the 4th Hokage and a kunoichi from the Uzumaki clan, then why didn't the 3rd give me the inheritance? There must be reasons for this. Until this day I completely trusted the 3rd Hokage, but now I doubt him. So I'm not going to go and ask why. He can tell me anything, but I'll believe him, because he's a kind grandpa Hokage. No way. He is first and foremost the Hokage, and then my grandpa. Then why? He is the Hokage, that is why he hid my inheritance, so that for example when I become strong enough they could tell me who my parents are. After all, my father had a lot of enemies, the same stone tree. If they found out that the man who defeated their army himself has a son, then they would 100% want revenge, and it is simply profitable to kill the heir of the 4th Hokage, so that such an enemy as Minato Namikaze will never be born again, and in combination with the fact that I am a Jinchuriki, even more so. Although I will still have to try to talk to the 3rd. At least just ask a few questions about where the inheritance is and who the parents are. +1 intelligence, +1 intelligence, +1 intelligence, +1 intelligence. Naruto, with these thoughts, completely forgot about the system. There is a plus, they gave +4 intelligence. Naruto's mood rose a little, so he decided to eat, although the noodles were already cold, but still, he couldn't throw them away. He decided not to go to training today, he needed to rest mentally. So Naruto had already finished eating and put the plate in the sink and went to the bed, he needed to rest a little. As soon as his head hit the pillow, Naruto fell asleep. Evening 1927. Naruto woke up in the evening, when the clock showed 7 o'clock. He got up, went to wash himself, he went to the kitchen to make himself some tea, from the herbs he had recently collected. While Naruto was drinking tea, he looked at the status window. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, Half-Blood Uzumaki Level 0, 0 to 100 Rank, F. XP 2500, 10/1. Region per minute Chakra 1000, 5/1. Region per minute Control 10. Strength 22 Dexterity 17 Speed 17 Intelligence 34 Stamina 50. Armor, none. Artifacts, none. Skills 1 Inventory 4 Shop, closed. Auction, closed. Messages 4 quarters. Not so bad probably, I haven't seen how others have it, so I hope it's okay. Strength 22, Agility 17, Speed, Intelligence, Endurance. Good, I need to train even more. And I have armor and katana, this is very good. Of course, not a full killer set, I think there's one, but the boots are also very top, they give silence, and the katana, which casts illusions, I can even stop Chunin, albeit weak ones. So for now it will do. I also have a key to the F-rank dungeon, so today I missed training and will go to the dungeon. And the most imba is the 10x experience boost, this is generally IMBA, so you need to equip the boots. You have equipped the boots of the unknown assassin, you have had updates to your armor statistics. You received to your characteristics, armor plus 10. Speed plus 7 dexterity plus 6, silence, added to armor. Naruto looked at the status window for these very characteristics, armor 10, silence plus 20. Dexterity 17, plus 6, speed 17, plus 7. Naruto walked around the room and noticed that he felt lighter. It's like I've become lighter, I like it, Naruto thought, smiling stupidly. Naruto stopped after 5 minutes and decided to take out the katana to look at. Taking the katana out of his inventory, he saw in his hands a completely black katana with a red handle. Naruto turned it over in his hand and decided to start practicing kenjutsu. But you have to look for special books, or wait until he opens the store, maybe there will be books on training, if you're lucky not only with kenjutsu. Putting the katana back in the inventory, he decided to get ready for the dungeon. Naruto took the backpack, opened it, and put some vegetables and warmer clothes, just in case. It's even colder now, it's already night outside. After leaving the house, Naruto locked the door and went into the forest, because it was the safest place to try to get into the dungeon. Naruto's appearance, a dark hooded sweatshirt, black knee-length shorts and shinobi boots. Naruto walked through dark alleys or streets so that no one would notice him. After 10 minutes, he was at the abandoned training ground number 4. Naruto pulled out the key from his inventory. Key to the dungeon rank, F. Not knowing what to do, he broke the key into 2. And suddenly the clearing lit up with a dark green color, and after a couple of seconds a passage to the dungeon appeared in front of Naruto. Naruto decided not to hesitate and therefore immediately went in. Dungeon. Entering the dungeon, Naruto saw the sewers. Naruto thought that maybe his first dungeon would be a sewer, that's how it usually happens, well, he guessed right. After looking around and not seeing anyone, Naruto decided to move forward. A couple of minutes later, Naruto saw a system icon in front of him. Welcome to the Dungeon of Snakes. You have entered the dungeon. Until you defeat the boss, you will not be able to exit. You will be able to exit in 3 cases. Death. Boss victory. The Stone of Return. Defeat all the monsters. Monsters 15. Good luck. Seeing this, Naruto stopped. Either I win, or die, or if I'm lucky I'll find a stone. So 15 monsters, not so many, I need to get the katana, Naruto thought. Naruto took out his katana and began to wait, and the first monster didn't take long to appear. There is now a 2-meter snake in front of Naruto. Naruto swallowed the saliva that had accumulated. Sewer snake rank, DXP 1000, attack 56, poison 14. These snakes have been here for a long time, and they have grown very large, and they are also very hungry. I'll try to cut off her head with a quick jerk. Naruto stepped back a little, bent his knees, added chakra to his legs and arms, and pushed off the ground. In a second, Naruto flew several meters and tried to cut off her head with a slashing blow. But the snake tried to dodge, but it was still hit. You dealt 156 damage. Naruto landed on his feet. By the way, they hurt a little, because even though Naruto knows how to control chakra throughout the body, it still hurts. It's the first time after all. You spent 100 chakra, you have harmed yourself minus 100 XP. I need to train 100 chakra because I just couldn't handle it. Naruto thought. Turning to the snake, Naruto saw a bleeding wound on the neck. Imagine a neck, like almost near the head. Thinking about how to kill her, Naruto remembered that he could use a sword to cast genjutsu, so he decided to get closer to the snake and try to cut it. As soon as Naruto almost got close to the snake, it suddenly jumped towards him. Naruto's eyes widened. He jumped away from the snake a second before the collision. Naruto landed on his feet and immediately went to get closer, until the snake came to its senses. Quickly getting close to it, he managed to make a cut before it jumped away, and Naruto mentally tried to activate genjutsu. A couple of seconds passed, and the snake did not move. Another couple of seconds and the snake's eyes simply clouded over. Naruto exhaled. It seems he succeeded. Approaching the snake, Naruto cut off its neck. You killed the sewer snake. Plus 100 XP. 1 sewer snake tooth. Plus 1 level. Plus 1 level. Plus 1 level. Plus 1 level. Immediately plus 4 levels. How cool is that? Naruto thought. You have received a new status icon. You got luck. You received plus 4 to strength. You received plus 7 to dexterity. You received plus 3 to speed. You received plus 2 to intelligence. You got minus 10 to control. HMPH. So many perks. They gave luck, strength, speed, etc. It's just a shame about the minus control. You need to mid it more and improve control so that this doesn't happen in battle later. In principle, nothing like that happened next. He killed the remaining 14 snakes and went to the boss's room. Before the boss room. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, half Uzumaki, Snake Slayer level 10, 07000. Rank, D. XP 3000, 12/1. Region per minute, Chakra 1200, 11/1. Region per minute, Control minus 35. Strength 34, Armor 10, Silence 20, Dexterity 31, plus 6, Speed 26, plus 7, Intelligence 42, Stamina 70, Luck 7. Armor 1. Artifacts. None. Skills 2, Inventory 2, Shop. Closed auction. Closed. Skill points 0, Skill points 0, Messages 4 quarters. Phew. Naruto exhaled. Standing in front of the boss's room, beads of sweat were running down his face, because defeating 15 of these snakes is not an easy task, but now he has 10 teeth of these same snakes and a potion to increase strength by 2 times. And also skill points were added and he advanced statistically, and strength, agility and speed, etc. We're pumped up. Just a little bit left and that's it. Well, let's go, said Naruto and opened the door, the big door. Entering inside he noticed a huge room. There are beams that support this room. Everything is abandoned, everything is overgrown, damp, moisture, and it smells of rottenness. Walking a little forward he heard a sound. Turning to the left, he saw a giant snake 5 meters high. Turning his head a little to the right, he saw the system icon. You entered the boss's room. But the boss is gone. He was eaten by this one. So fight this one. In front of you is the king of the sewer snakes. Market 2 rank, B. 10,000 XP, attack 500, poison 500, fifths, try to survive. Swallowing nervously, Naruto began to think how to kill this. Constantly for a few seconds he ran at the snake. Using a dash, this is his new skill. It was almost at the neck. Naruto swung his katana and cut it straight across the neck. A lot of blood splashed. You dealt 500 damage. Naruto landed on his feet and immediately jumped away from the place where he had just landed, because a spit of poison had flown there. Landing on his feet again, he looked at the snake and thought, maybe the illusion will work on him, at least for a couple of seconds. Naruto took out a potion to increase his strength by 2 times and drank it, since it was unlikely that he would be able to cut open a head without strength. Using the dash, he was already near the snake, and now he makes a cut and immediately jumps back trying to drive it into genjutsu. He looks into its eyes and it worked. This is my chance, Naruto thought, and immediately used a dash and the snake's genjutsu falls off, but Naruto is already near the neck, horizontally almost cutting the neck. Jumping back, Naruto looks at the system window. You dealt 6,500 damage. The enemy is bleeding. The enemy loses 100 XP per minute. The enemy enters a furious mode. The snake became bigger and its color changed to red. It was blue. Naruto knew that this would happen, because according to all the laws of the genre, this is always how it happens. He grabbed the katana tighter and began to dodge all the attacks and spitting of poison. There were 2 minutes left and he would die. The most important thing was to finish him off, but for now we had to dodge. A system icon appeared before Naruto's eyes. Chakra 101,000ths. The poison got on your shoulder because of adrenaline, you didn't notice it, so you have less than 1,000 HP left. XP 479. What? Naruto asked. He was playing around and didn't notice how the poison got on his shoulder. The most important thing is to be patient, there is only a little bit left. And there is almost no chakra, and HP is less than 500. Naruto thought. There are literally 30 seconds left, and the adrenaline is running out, I'm already starting to feel pain all over my body, I've used so much chakra, but the chakra channels are not ready, I'm 5 years old, what an idiot I am. Where did I go? At 5 years old, a dungeon, even a low level one. Although it wasn't super difficult, if I had just relaxed a little, I could have easily died. If the poison had been there a little longer, then that's it, Uzumaki Naruto, the son of the 4th Hokage in the sewers, would have died. I get distracted too much. When I came to consciousness I saw that this snake was rushing at me, my legs gave way, all my chakras were gone, XP for 1 hit, there are a few meters left and I notice that his eyes are completely dead, and now he begins to fall and still continues to fly towards me. There is literally a meter left, and he stops near my feet. Naruto sank to the ground. Did he win? Ah ha ha ha. Naruto starts laughing. He won. He didn't die. He went and won. Naruto sighs tiredly. Naruto looks at the system icon. You have defeated the Snake King. Congratulations. You have received, level 2 inches you received loot from the Snake King, Infinite Hearthstone 2xf D rank dungeon keys you have received the Eyes of the King Snake. Eyes of the Rabbit Snake rank, A. Cunning plus 20 Intelligence plus 20 allows you to see in the dark they see much further and more people see the level of people, Shinobi. The Eyes of the Rabbit Snake, eyes the color of emerald with a vertical pupil that looks straight into the soul. You received, plus 10 Strength. You received, plus 15 to Dexterity, you received, plus 10 Speed, you have received, plus 20 to Stamina, you received, plus 10 to Luck. Naruto looked at all this and thought that it was all so cool, just look at the eyes, he would deal with them later, but now he needed to get out of here and go home, I wonder how time goes here and outside. The dungeon is closing, get ready to go out. This is exactly the way out. Naruto walked up to the portal and walked into it, the first thing Naruto felt was fresh clean air, how he missed it, and he was also all dirty and smelly, and his clothes were torn in some places, just awful. By the way, I wonder what kind of night it is outside. Already another or still the same with which he entered the dungeon. Okay. He still needs to go home. Naruto came home calmly, no one caught his eye, everything was quiet and calm. Having taken off his things and thrown them into a special thing where all the dirty things are, he went to fill the bath, having filled the bath, having washed himself from everything, he went to sleep. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, half Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, King of Snakes level 12, 2011,000. Rank, D. XP 3600, 13/1. Region per minute, Chakra 2000, 12/1. Region per minute, Control -35. Strength 44, Armor 10, Silence 20, Dexterity 46, plus 6, Speed 36, plus 7, Intelligence 62, Cunning 20, Stamina 90. Luck 17. Armor 1, Artifacts, none. Skills 3, Willpower, Snake Eyes, Dash, Inventory 4, 10 Snake Teeth, Return Stone, 2 Keys, Shop, closed. Auction, closed. Skill points 1, skill points 2, Messages 4 quarters. Comment to Hello Truth. Hello Dungeon at 5. Hello, it's me again. So I finished this part at 4:52, I wrote it for 7 hours, for me this is the most difficult chapter, since I don't know how to describe battles, so I also need to think about the balance, and I was also busy thinking about what will happen next. And then there will be more and more interesting, although at the beginning, chapters 2, maybe I can fit everything in one, probably there will just be training in the academy. Then before the end of the academy he will go to the dungeon, since at 5 years old it is not Camelfo to go. And so here is something else I wanted to write about, like he is 5 years old and he went to such a dungeon and in principle it is normal. When I started writing about the dungeon, I completely forgot that he was 5 years old. Cold sweat smile, I remembered about it only when I was already finishing writing. So it's not normal that he went to the dungeon at 5 years old, even if he was F rank and survived. No, this will be the last time, I hope. Next time it will be thought out and according to the plot, and not according to the author's desire for him to go to the dungeon, and then remember that he is 5 years old. I even thought about rewriting, like he is already in the academy, but this will add even more work to me. And since I'm a lazy guy, I didn't change anything. If this is even read, because I don't think anyone will read this FF. Well, I still want to say thank you if at least one person reads this. Thank you if you read the above. Academy. Time skip. Commentary on Academy. Time skip after the chapter. A year has passed since Naruto went into the dungeon. Nothing interesting happened this year. He slowly trained, raised his level a little, got 2 new skills. These are sensorics and cooking. 2 very useful skills by the way. Now he can sense chakra, 10 meters away. This is for now, since he recently received it, has not yet developed this skill. Well, and the cooking skill, now he can cook deliciously. Naruto saved up 40,000 Ryo. Naruto saved this money for a whole year, put it aside from his allowance, which had 10,000 Ryo, and also killed all sorts of creatures. Ask what kind of creatures, and I will answer you. Half a year ago, Naruto sat on the head of the 4th Hokage for too long. That day after training he decided to rest and watch the sunset, and just reflect on his life. In short, he sat for a long time, so long that you can already say that he woke up from his thoughts. He noticed that it got dark outside. That's when he met the creatures for the murder of which they give money. Flashback. Walking along the street of Konoha at night, I noticed how beautiful it was, and truly all the beauty of Konoha is revealed on the Hokage mountain. When I walked a couple of blocks, I heard some sounds from a dark alley, thinking what it could be, going into the alley, and turned on the eyes of the royal snake to see in the dark. My eyes widened. I saw how some slug was devouring something, but it seemed like it was something not alive, some kind of garbage. Stepping back a little, like in all the movies and playing, I stepped on some kind of can. Fuck, I thought. This monster turned to me and growled somewhat fearfully. I took another step back and took the katana out of the inventory. And suddenly I saw the system icon. Looking I saw slug level 1 rank, FXP 100 attack 10. An overgrown slug that ate some of the wrong garbage. I calmed down, since this is not a super strong mob, and I killed much more dangerous mobs, and I also defeated the boss, B rank. Taking a firmer grip on the katana, I found myself next to the slug in a couple of seconds and cut off, so to speak, its head. Somehow it was easy, Naruto thought. Looking at the system icon he saw something he didn't expect. You have defeated the slug. 100 experience gained, received 100 Ryo. Naruto was surprised. They gave him money. Seriously. Naruto looked at his inventory and saw 100 Ryo, money. Naruto decided to try to get this money, and he succeeded. Now he was holding 100 Ryo in his hands. Naruto was a little happy, because now there is still some money that he can put aside for weights. After going outside, Naruto went home. He did not meet any more monsters. The next day Naruto decided to stay until night again and check if more monsters would appear, and monsters appeared, slimes again, but then others started appearing. End flashback. Naruto was currently at home, cooking himself dinner with his cooking skill active. Well, he wasn't cooking a complicated dish, namely curry, but with the skill everything turned out much tastier than without the skill. Naruto finished cooking his food. 8. Washed the dishes and went to the bathroom, because now he was going to bed. It was already late, the clock was already 23:34, he usually went to bed at 8 or 9. Now he sat up late and thought about the academy. Naruto wanted to find comrades who would not hate him. Over this year, Naruto became somehow indifferent to the opinions of other people, and their views and attitudes towards him. He decided that who were they at all that he would pay attention to them. That's right, no one. Naruto just realized that he did not need a lot of friends or acquaintances, as long as there was at least one true friend who would not betray and would be there, like a brother or sister. And the rest, so comrades in the mission, that no one harbored grudges or anger towards him, so that it was possible to work in a team. It's just that their hatred for him could ruin all the missions that they would have. Naruto immediately decided not to show all his skills. He decided that he would gradually reveal them so that there would be no questions. It will simply stay in the top 10 of the best class and that's it, and will say time after time higher and higher in the top, to eventually be in first place by the end of the academy. Naruto hoped that the teachers would not fail him, because of their hatred towards him. Naruto decided to look at his statistics. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki. half Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, King of Snakes level 15, 0 to 30.000. Rank D. XP 4000, 13/1. Region per minute Chakra 2500, 12/1. Region per minute Control 10. Strength 78, Armor 12, Silence 20, Dexterity 74, plus 6, Speed 68, plus 7, Intelligence 87, Cunning 20, Stamina 130. Luck 17, plus 20. Armor 2 Artifacts. None Skills 5 Inventory 5 Shop. Closed Auction. Closed Skill Points 2 Skill Points 6 Messages 4 quarters. Naruto thinks that he has leveled up quite well this year. Lying in bed looking at the statistics, Naruto didn't notice how he fell asleep. Morning. Naruto got up at 7 o'clock and he had to go to the academy at 10 o'clock, so he went to do his water procedures, warmed up yesterday's curry and ate. Naruto ate, washed his dishes, and went to morning training. The training hasn't changed much. There are just more exercises and approaches, and he's honing his katana moves and simple taijutsu strikes, Academy Taijutsu. Found it in the library. Today's training was no different, so when he got home at 9 sharp, he went to the bathroom, washed himself, had a little snack, and started getting ready. As Naruto got ready, he walked over to the mirror. A boy of about 7 years old was looking at him from the mirror. Naruto was only 6, but he looked 7 because his height was 127.2 centimeters. Naruto was taller than his peers, by 10 centimeters, after all, training gives its own. Naruto was dressed in a blue sweater that he found in a chest when he went into one old alley. There was a chest, and in this chest there was a blue sweater, which gave plus 20 to luck and plus 2 to armor. He was also in black shorts and shinobi boots. Naruto was not only taller than his peers, but also even broader in the shoulders, and much more athletic. There was almost no fat in his body. His hair grew, and he began to look like the fourth Hokage, that is, his father. He really liked his hair, so he decided not to cut it, but to leave it like that. Let them think that the fourth Hokage rose from the dead, only the stripes on his cheeks do not make him a 100% copy of his father at his earlier age, but he thinks that he is much nicer with them. Naruto had pale skin, sky-colored eyes, and hair color that resembled the sun. After watching Naruto, he decided to go out. Naruto went out, closed the door behind him and walked towards the academy. Walking along the streets, Naruto saw many families who were taking their children to the academy. Naruto felt a little sad, since his parents were not with him now. But quickly discarding such sad thoughts, since they would not lead to anything good, and they would not resurrect his parents, he continued on his way, just thinking with whom he would study. So Naruto approached the academy and saw many clan children and their parents. Deciding not to stand next to any of them, he approached a huge tree and sat down under it. Looking at the crowd, he saw how the clanless ones were looking at him and gossiping. Most likely they were thinking that I was a demon and there was no need to be friends with me. Fools. And the clan ones, on the contrary, don't pay any attention to me. There stand the Uchihas, as always, with faces like brick. There is the Yamanaka clan, fucking brain breakers. There are the Inazuki, the dog clan. And others. And then about 10 minutes pass and the third Hokage appears and starts talking nonsense about the will of fire. These speeches and wishes lasted for an hour. And then they ended, the third Hokage disappeared, and children began to be led into the academy. At the academy, Naruto was the last one to enter the class and no one noticed him, as everyone was choosing their seats with whom to sit. Naruto decided not to sit with anyone, so he went to the back of the class to the last desk, first row, by the window. Sitting down in his place for the next 6 years, Naruto looked around. In the next row, one could say opposite him, sat children from the Akamichi and Nara clans. On the third desk of the second row sat 2 girls, one without a clan, the other from the Yamanaka clan, and in the middle of them sat a boy from the Uchiha clan. On the first desk, third row, sat a boy from the Aburame clan. On the fifth desk, second row sat Inuzuka, and with him 2 without clans. And there was a girl from the Hyuga clan, she was sitting at the last desk, in the third row. The rest were clanless. 5 minutes later, a man came into the classroom, apparently our sensei. The farce that was stopped. Sensei stopped near his desk and said, "Hello class, my name is Yumino Iruka, from this day on I am your sensei for the next 6 years. So let's get to know each other better. I'll show you an example. I love ramen, I love teaching children. My dream is to become the director of the academy. Now I will call you down the list and the first one is Uchiha Sasuke." As soon as this name flowed from the teacher's lips, all the girls in the class screamed how cool, cold, handsome and generally the strongest he was. Sasuke walked up to the board. My name is Uchiha Sasuke, I am from the great Uchiha clan, I love my family and training with my older brother. I don't like weaklings. Sasuke finished, and the girls of the entire class screamed again. Sasuke sat down. Next is Yamanaka Ino, said Yumino. All the clanless guys sighed, because she is the main beauty of the academy. How can you not love someone like that? Approaching the board, Ino smiled so that all the boys in the class, including those without clans, sighed again. My name is Yamanaka Ino, I am from the Yamanaka clan, I love flowers, I love my family and clan, and I also love Sasuke-kun. In the future, I want to become the head of the clan. Ino finished speaking and went to her place. Next is Nara Shikamaru. Nara came to the board and began to introduce himself. You've already heard my name, all laziness, and the dream of becoming a shell. Nara said lazily and went to his place. Next Akamichi Choji. Choji walked up to the board with a bag of chips, continuing to eat, he began to speak. My name is Akamichi Choji, Crumb, I love the clan, family and food, a lot and tasty food, Crumb. My dream is to become the head of the clan. Crumb. Choji finished speaking. Next Haruno Sakura. Sakura came to the board and began to speak. My name is Haruno Sakura, I love my family and village. I like someone, but I want to become the strongest kunoichi. Sakura finished speaking. Next Aburame Shino. Shino came to the board. My name is Shino Aburame. I love my bugs. My dream is to become the head of the clan. The guy with the strange speech finished speaking. Next is Hyuga Hinata. Hinata timidly approached the board and began to introduce herself. Hello everyone, my name is Hyuga Hinata, I love my C clan, my family, namely my little sister Hanabi and my B brother Neji. Hinata finished speaking hesitantly. Next Inuzuka Kiba. Kiba walked up to the board. My name is Inuzuka Kiba, I love my clan and my family, I like someone, my dream is to become the head of the clan and the 5th Hokage, but I don't like weaklings, Kiba said arrogantly. And finally the last Uzumaki Naruto. Many turned to Naruto who listened to them all attentively and analyzed. Everyone looked at him with looks of hatred, without clan with indifference and some interest. Naruto stood up from the table and slowly walked up to the board. Naruto looked at everyone with an indifferent look and began to speak. My name is Uzumaki Naruto, I love to explore the world, I love to learn something new, and to train. I want to travel the world, I love nature. Uzumaki said indifferently. After standing for a couple more seconds, Naruto went to his place. Well, and then there were no clans, I don't see the point in writing anything. Well, since we've all met, then perhaps that's all, we won't be studying today. So we can go home. Be here by 10 o'clock tomorrow. Goodbye everyone, Uruka said. Everyone quickly began to leave the classroom, Naruto was the last one to leave. After leaving the academy, Naruto went home, since he had nothing to do anyway, so he played games. Time skip 6 years. Naruto can say with 100% certainty that these were the most boring 6 years of his life. Because it was not interesting, he never found any friends, except for acquaintances, comrades. Uruka treats Naruto like a younger brother, he stopped seeing him as a demon. So sometimes they can sit somewhere and talk or eat ramen at Ichiraku. Right now Naruto is sitting at the Genin exam and writing an easy test, well at least for him it's easy. After 20 minutes Naruto got up from the table and went to assign work, everyone looked at him in surprise, as if asking, has he already finished the work? First, not Sasuke, Sasuke-kun. Uruka approached the table and smiled at him a little, Naruto smiled too. Having handed over the work for checking, he went outside where they would check Serenjutsu. Coming out into the yard he went to a tree in the shade, because it was very hot outside. Sitting under the tree he began to wait for the others, or at least began to meditate. Going outside, everyone else saw Naruto sitting in a meditation pose. Approaching Naruto, Uruka wanted to call him, but before Uruka could touch Naruto, Naruto opened his eyes. Looking at Uruka, he waved his hand. Moving away from Uzumaki, Uruka began calling the students to start throwing kunai shurikens. Results. Uchiha Sasuke 9/10, 9/10. Kunai, shuriken. Yamanaka Ino 8/10, 9/10. Nara Shikamaru 8/10, 8/10. Akamichi Choji 8/10, 7/10. Haruno Sakura 8/10, 7/10. Aburame Shino 9/10, 8/10. Hyuga Hinata 8/10, 8/10. Inuzuka Kiba 8/10, 7/10. And the last one is Uzumaki Naruto, said Iruka. Naruto stood up, walked up to Iruka, took the kunai and threw them. And, Uzumaki Naruto 10 out of 10, exclaimed Yumino. Everyone else was pissed off that they were worse than Uzumaki, all of them Sasuke fanatics, and some others. Naruto took the shurikens and hit everything again. Uzumaki Naruto 10 out of 10, said Yumino. Everyone had different reactions, some knew it would happen, others were furious, because their Sasuke-kun was surpassed. Once back in the classroom, everyone began to wait for the tests to be checked. Now the last test has been checked and the list of the best ones has been compiled. Yumino began to speak. 5th place Yamanaka Ino, said Iruka. All the boys in the class naturally sighed without clannishness. -4th place Nara Shikamaru. 3rd place Haruno Sakura. Sakura smiled victoriously and stuck her tongue out at Ino. And now everyone thought that Naruto would be in 2nd place, because even though they spoke badly of him, they understood that he was a smart guy, and was always in the top 10 of the class. 2nd place, Uchiha Sasuke. Everyone fell into the lurch, even Sasuke. Naruto just overtook him, maybe it was a joke. Although what joke? Naruto just overtook him. He is 2nd, he is even 2nd in throwing shurikens and kunai. Sasuke got angry because Naruto is better than him, then how can he take revenge on Itachi in 2nd place? That's right, he can't. If someone like Naruto overtook him, then he can't reach Itachi in the moon. And 1st place Uzumaki Naruto, all 100 points, you broke the record set by Minato Namikaze, the 4th Hokage. Congratulations, Iruka said smiling. Everyone's eyes widened. Naruto broke the record of the 4th himself. How is that possible? To break the record of Namikaze Minato himself. Everyone turned their heads and looked at Naruto's reaction, but there was none. Naruto sat with a stone face and looked around the class. Everyone couldn't believe it. Of course they knew that Naruto hadn't shown emotions since the very beginning of the academy, but so that when you broke the record of the 4th himself, there should at least be joy. Now Naruto was dancing inside, because he had beaten his father's record. He was very proud of himself. Suddenly, a system icon popped up in front of his eyes. You have received the title. Winner in life, congratulations. Naruto was a little surprised. They gave him a title. He hadn't received one in a long time. After the sewer snakes, he hadn't received a single title. Okay guys, stop looking at Naruto, now I'm going to call you one by one to the room where they'll test ninjutsu. Said Iruka. The first Uchiha Sasuke. Then everyone received, except for the bandage, from the clan ones, well and Sakura. Naruto closes out, you could say, the clan ones, and then come the non-clan ones. Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto stood up and went to the room where they test ninjutsu. Opening the door, Naruto saw a large auditorium, though completely empty. Only a table where Iruka, Mizuki and the 3rd Hokage were sitting. Entering the room, Naruto bowed to the 3rd Hokage. He simply nodded. Naruto, you did everything perfectly, you are the best student of the academy in history, you surpassed Minato Namikaze. Congratulations, said the Hokage grandfather. Thank you Hokage-sama, Naruto said, and he nodded. Naruto, show me Kawarimi, said the Hokage. Naruto nodded and a second later, instead of him, there was a log in his place. The Hokage nodded. Naruto, show me your transformation, said the 4th Hokage. Naruto nodded and made a concentration sign and a small cloud appeared. A second later Tobirama Senju stood in front of them instead. The Hokage puffed on his pipe with satisfaction. Well done Naruto, there's one last technique left, the illusory clone. Said the Hokage. Naruto folded the seal. Sheep and GT, snake and GT, tiger and some very small clone appeared, which did not even look like Naruto himself. Naruto realized that something was wrong, as something was blocking his chakra, reducing control to minus. Naruto realized that Mizuki was doing this, as he had not loved him for 6 years and still hates him. The clone disappeared. The Hokage also realized that Naruto's chakra was being blocked, but he remained silent, wondering what Naruto would do. Naruto decided to play Mizuki's game, so he made a slightly shocked face. Naruto, unfortunately you didn't pass, you will have to stay at the academy for 2 years. Said the Hokage. I understand Hokage-sama, I will accept it. Naruto answered a little sadly. Only Iruka did not understand what was happening. Okay. Go Naruto, said the Hokage. Goodbye Hokage-sama, Naruto said. 1837. Naruto was swinging on the swing, waiting for Mizuki to take a step. What did this half-sensei want from him? After all, he didn't just decide to block his chakra and worsen his control for no reason. And then Naruto saw a white head that was walking towards him, making a slightly sad face. Naruto began to wait. Hello Naruto, are you sitting there sad? Mizuki asked with pity. Yes, Mizuki-sensei, Naruto said sadly. Don't be sad Naruto, there is a way for you to become a chunin right away, Mizuki said. Really? What should we do? Naruto asked energetically. In short, Mizuki is just stupid, that's why he offers Naruto to steal the scroll, like he doesn't give a damn that he beat Minato's record, he just sees Naruto as a fool, like he's still a kid anyway, so why not? You need to steal the Hokage's scroll and bring it to me, to the forest indicated to the right from the entrance to training ground number 7. Then you will become a chunin. Why do you need this genin at all? Mizuki asked at the end. Okay Mizuki-sensei, I'll bring you this scroll, Naruto said cheerfully, and after seeing it he thought, I need to tell the third old man. An hour later in the Hokage's office. Old man, give me this mission, I'm strong. I can defeat Mizuki, and if not, then your Anbu can back me up. Naruto persisted. Okay, Naruto, you can convince even the dead. I'm giving you a mission to catch the traitor Mizuki, rank A. Naruto exhaled. Finally the old man gave him this mission, he had been persuading him for 30 minutes. A system icon appeared before Naruto's eyes. You have received a mission. Rank A. Reward: multiple shadow clone technique failure, death. Mission to catch the traitor Mizuki. Since there are 3 rewards, you will not receive experience. Good luck. Naruto was stunned by the reward, because it sounded very interesting. I'll finally test my skills. Naruto thought. After all, he had been preparing to be a shinobi for 6 years. At the meeting place, Naruto decided not to look at the scroll, although he really wanted to. But he would get rewards anyway, and besides, this scroll was banned for a reason. So it's better not to. Here comes Mizuki, with a crossed-out bandage. So Naruto brought the scroll? Asked Mizuki. Yes, Mizuki-sensei, Naruto answered naively. Well then give it to me and you'll get chunin right away, Mizuki replied. I refuse, traitor, you are trash, giving the scroll to someone like you is humiliating. Naruto answered coldly. Naruto's eyes became like his father's, during the war and all the battles where not a single enemy survived. These eyes were feared by entire nations. What are you saying, you monster? Do you know why everyone hates you? You know what happened 12 years ago? So 12 years ago, on your birthday, the Kyuubi attacked Konrazu. Do you know where this Kyuubi is? A demon fox is sealed inside you. You are the demon fox. Mizuki shouted angrily. Naruto stood there for a few seconds before answering. I know that I'm a Jinchuriki. You didn't surprise me with that. Naruto said completely calmly. How? Mizuki cried out hesitantly. When you've been called a demon or a fox or both all your life, it's not hard to put 2 and 2 together. So it's time for you to see who you're calling a demon. You wanted a demon, so get one. Naruto said, growling at the end. Taking out the katana, Naruto used a dash and flew a few meters in a second and cut off his hand. While Mizuki did not understand what happened, Naruto cut off his other hand. Mizuki screamed at the top of his lungs. Naruto jumped away from him a meter and looked at him with such a look that Mizuki realized that all the torments of hell were provided for him. Naruto walked up to Mizuki and started making deep cuts all over his body, legs, face, stomach, then he turned him over onto his back and cut his entire back. 5 minutes passed, and all that was left of Mizuki was a bloody mess. Naruto separated from him and began to wait for the Anbu to arrive. The Anbu came and saw a bloody mess, and a guy who had just recently been released from the academy. Although he was no longer a guy, he was already a shinobi. This was Uzumaki Naruto, or the demon boy, although the Anbu did not think so, until they saw this. Having taken the corpse, they cleaned up their tracks and sent the guy to the third Hokage's office. Naruto, why are you so cruel to him? Do you understand that you committed the first murder? The Hokage asked sternly. I am Shinobi Hokage-sama, even though I don't have a protector yet, I am shinobi. I would have started killing anyway. If not today, then tomorrow. So don't blame me for cruelty. I'm sure you killed yourself, and a lot of them, and cruelly too. Naruto answered coldly. Naruto and the Hokage played a staring contest, and the Hokage exhaled. Okay, you're right Naruto, how are you feeling? Asked the Hokage. I wouldn't say it was very good, after all, he killed a man, but he was a traitor, so it's indifferent, although there is a little sympathy. Naruto said, calming down. I also wanted to talk about something Hokage-sama. Why did you hide from me that I was a Jinchuriki? Naruto asked coldly again. The Hokage's gaze was lowered. Naruto, this is dangerous information, because a Jinchuriki is, so to speak, a time bomb. And especially if you were mentally unhealthy, and also found out such information. Then the Kyuubi could break out of you. The Hokage answered seriously. Okay, I get it. Although he didn't understand anything, because it's not logical to hide the truth from the bomb, on the contrary, she might go crazy because they hid the fact that she was a Jinchuriki and that a monster lives inside her. So I'll get a protector, Hokage-sama. After all, I completed the mission, and Mizuki prevented me from using my chakra properly. Naruto asked. The Hokage took out the headband and handed it to Naruto. Yes, you are officially a shinobi of Konoha. I will assign you a mission at your own expense. You are free to go, said the Hokage. Goodbye Hokage-sama. Naruto answered and left the office, and immediately the system icon appeared before his eyes. You have received 2 titles. Demon in the Flesh Shinobi. Congratulations. You have completed an A-rank mission. Reward, Multiple Shadow Clone Technique. Congratulations. Multiple Shadow Cloning Technique rank, B. Chakra Waste 200. Summons multiple shadow clones that can perform multiple tasks. The technique was created by Senju Tobarama. All information and experience will be transferred to the owner and fatigue. Dangerous for people who have little chakra. The danger is that you can die from overwork. Holy shit, Naruto thought, this is a top technique for him, he has a lot of chakra. He will be able to create 100 clones. Okay, time to go home and sleep, Naruto thought and went home. When Naruto came home, he washed himself and brushed his teeth. Approaching the bed, he simply collapsed and fell into the embrace of the bed. Literally a minute later, Naruto was already snoring. Today and yesterday were difficult days. Flashed the last thought before sleep. Commentary on Academy. Time skip. Hi, it's me again. You didn't expect me, but I'm back. Well, seriously, I wasn't in the mood to write anything, so I didn't write. I just wrote down some ideas in notes and that's it. Well, today I decided that I need to come back, otherwise my conscience will eat me up, because I promised to continue, but in the end I just give up. The chapter is 9 pages long, by the way the longest of all the parts. I wrote it for a long time, started somewhere around 0-100, finished at 650 somewhere like that. I'm just fixing mistakes now. I always do that after a part. To be honest, I was really tired, I really wanted to sleep, but I understood that if I go to bed now, that's it, goodbye to the continuation for another 5 days. So I hope you like it. This is how I look now, one eye is almost closed, and the other is open. Ahaha, it's 7-11, I want to thank you again for reading this fanfic. Thank you, have a good day, my readers. Thank you for reading the above. The Bell Test. Commentary on the Bell Test. After the chapter. Morning. The morning begins not with coffee, but with a headache. Naruto got up, went to the bathroom, did water procedures and went to make himself breakfast. Having made myself a simple omelet, eaten, washed the dishes and went to get ready for training. When Naruto came home, he first went to the bathroom, because he needed to wash off the sweat and dirt. As soon as Naruto came out of the bathroom, he went to make himself something to eat. While Naruto was waiting for the kettle to boil, he made himself sandwiches. While drinking tea with sandwiches, Naruto thought about who he could be on the team with. Probably with Sasuke and Sakura, because Shikamaru with Choji and Ino, that's the Ino-Shika-Cho trio. Hinata and Kiba with Shino are the censor team. And Sasuke and I are the powerhouses and all-rounders, and Sakura, you could say, is ballast. God, the arrogant turkey and the fool who is head over heels in love with this turkey. The best team. One will quit if anything, because his brother Itachi needs revenge. Instead of thinking about why he did it, he believes that it is for the sake of power. What a stupid Uchiha, and yet they call him a genius. And the other will not even see me as a comrade. The best team. Okay, time to get ready. Naruto was dressed like a Junin, only without a vest. Imagine him without a vest and hair like Minato. Naruto looked in the mirror and saw the 4th Hokage, the yellow lightning of Konoha, only there were stripes like whiskers on cats or foxes. Smiling at his reflection, Naruto went to the academy. Academy. No one paid attention to Naruto when he entered the auditorium. After walking through the entire auditorium, Naruto sat down in his seat, where he had been sitting for 6 years. 6 hellishly boring years. Well, at least now it will all end. Of course, at first he will have to complete D-rank missions, but they will be completed by clones. And he will train and go through dungeons. What a great idea. Entering the auditorium, Iruka looked at the place where his adopted younger brother was sitting. Seeing the familiar sunny crown and striped face, Iruka smiled warmly. After all, Naruto is now a shinobi. Hokage-sama explained today what happened to Naruto and the traitor Mizuki. Hello everyone. Today is the last day at the academy and I want to sincerely congratulate you all on your graduation. I wish you good luck on your path. So let's finish quickly and you will go meet your future senseis. Iruka finished speaking. Well, the first team for today is Yamanaka Ino, Nara Shikamaru, Akamichi Choji. From today on you are team number 10. Your sensei is Asuma Sarutobi. Iruka said and immediately a tall smoking man entered. Team number 10, follow me, the man said. Team 10 stood up and followed their sensei. Team number 8, Hinata Hyuga, Kiba Inzuka and Shino Aburame, your mentor Yuhi Kurenai. Iruka said and a not very tall woman with red eyes entered the audience. Team number 8 is behind me, Kurenai said. Team number 7, Uzumaki Naruto, Uchiha Sasuke and Haruno Sakura. Your mentor. You'll find out when he arrives. That's all. Goodbye, Iruka said and left. Cool, Naruto thought. 3 hours later. The first hour Naruto simply meditated, and the second and third he spent in meditation. Sakura was spinning around Uchiha, and Uchiha himself was thinking about how to take revenge on Itachi. And so after a couple of minutes Naruto felt chakra, and it was as if there were two identical chakra centers. One was sitting on the roof, and the other was going to the auditorium. Naruto thought that it was a shadow clone. Naruto thought that he would kill this clone as revenge for being late. Naruto had already guessed who it was Kakashi Hatake or the well-known Sharingan Kakashi, or Dog-san. Although Naruto had not been a sensor all his life, before he developed this skill, he could remember chakra. That's how he remembered Dog-san's chakra. As soon as Hatake opened the door, a kunai flew at him. The clone, not expecting this, dispersed. Naruto stood up, went to the door, and took his kunai. Our sensei is on the roof, Naruto said and went to look for the entrance to the roof. When Naruto got to the roof he saw a man in a Junin uniform with a mask and ash-colored hair. He was leaning on the railing and reading an adult book. Naruto walked up to the steps and sat down. He studied Kakashi. After all, Kakashi didn't seem to take students, and even if he did, no one had ever passed his exam. That's why he was interested in fighting him. He's an ideal sensei, has Sharingan, my father's student, very good taijutsu, 1,000 techniques, all 5 nature transformations. He's the one who can teach you the art of shinobi, one of the heroes of the Third Shinobi World War. The one who lost everyone, his father, his friend, his girlfriend, my father. He's a real shinobi. Kakashi noticed that he was being studied, but did not show it. Since he was also sitting studying Naruto, the son of his sensei, now his mentor. He wanted to take Naruto, but he was sent away on missions from Konoha and Naruto. But then he was put to watch Naruto and help, at least a little. And then again on a mission. How he wanted to be Naruto's guardian and take care of him. After all, in fact, the guy grew up alone. And he made his first kill yesterday, and no one could even support him. That's what loneliness does to people. Minato-sensei would not forgive me, and I hate myself for not being able to take care of Naruto properly, but now I will try to take care of him, as a mentor, as a friend and as a younger brother. Here his other 2 genin stood up. Approaching the steps, they also sat down. MMA, let's get acquainted, my name is Kakashi Hatake, I am an elite jonin of the village hidden in the leaves. What I like is literature, what else I like and don't like you don't need to know, my dream too. Now you are pink-haired, go first. Hatake said indifferently. Me, Haruno faltered. I'm Haruno Sakura, I'm a genin of the Hidden Leaf Village, I like to read in. I like something else, or rather someone, too, but I don't like Inu pork. Sakura finished speaking. Interesting information. Now you are black-haired. Hatake said and pointed his finger at Uchiha. I am Uchiha Sasuke genin of the village hidden in the leaves, there are many things I don't like and there are few things I like. A dream, that's for children, but I have a goal to take revenge and kill one person. Uchiha said as always with complete coldness. MMA, great. Now you are the son. He pointed his finger at Naruto Hatake and smiled with one eye. Everyone was shocked when Kakashi called Naruto And Naruto somehow even felt good, because there was still one person who treated him normally, and Kakashi protected him in childhood, bought him food, clothes, even brought home appliances. Ahem, my name is Uzumaki Naruto, I am a shinobi of the village hidden in the leaf. I like to train and learn something new. I want to see the world, I like nature. I have a goal, a world without wars, I want to remove hatred throughout the world. So that everyone lives a happy life without fear that another war will happen. Everyone who heard this was shocked. Naruto when he entered the academy said that he just wanted to travel, and now he says that he wants to cleanse this world of hatred and wars. And when you look into those eyes full of steel and determination, you believe that he will really do it. Kakashi wanted to hug Naruto right there, but decided to leave it for later. Excellent goal Naruto, I believe that you will succeed. Hatake said smiling with his eye. Since everyone has met, we can say that tomorrow at 5 a.m. you have to be at the training ground. Tomorrow there will be a test for Genin, if you don't pass, you will stay at the academy. I advise you not to eat, otherwise you might throw up. Good luck. Kakashi disappeared with a smile on his face. Bye everyone, Naruto said. He jumped off the roof and went home. Morning. Naruto woke up at 7 o'clock. He already understood yesterday that sensei would be late today too, because all of Konoha knows the late ninja Kakashi Hatake. So Naruto got up at his usual time. Naruto did all the water procedures, ate scrambled eggs, washed it all down with milk, he went to training. Coming back from training, today it was not usual, as he used clones. A really useful technique, but also dangerous. But nothing threatens him, he has a lot of chakra. Naruto washed himself, ate sandwiches with tea again, and decided to get ready to go to the training ground quietly. Polygon. Where is this sensei? Sakura was angry. Where is Naruto anyway? Sakura got even more angry. HMPH. Sasuke chuckled in his usual manner. Hello everyone. Here I am, Naruto said indifferently. Where have you been Uzumaki? Sakura rushed at him with her fists. Naruto dodged and jumped away from Sakura. I was at home, then trained a little. Then had a snack, Naruto said calmly. You're late, and sensei also forbade you to eat. Yesterday he told you not to eat and to come at 5 in the morning, and you came at 10, and even 8. Sakura yelled. The first time sensei is not there, I was not late, yesterday he came 3 hours later. It was understandable that he would be late today, and I ate because he did not forbid me, but advised me not to eat. Naruto said completely calmly. HMPH. Sasuke chuckled irritably, since he himself did not listen to sensei's words, and did not even think that he would be late today. Hello guys. Kakashi said smiling with his eyes. You're late, sensei, Sakura shouted. No need to shout, Sakura, I can hear everything. And I was late because, I was helping an old lady cross the road. Yes, said Kakashi. We just believed you, said Sakura. Okay, enough. Let me tell you the essence of today's test. He took out the bells. I have 2 bells, whoever takes them will not go to the academy. And whoever can't, will go back to the academy for 2 years. Kakashi said indifferently. We already got our headbands, we are already shinobi, said Sakura. You just graduated, but you're not shinobi yet. If you pass the tests, you'll officially become genin. So let's start slowly. He took out his alarm clock. I'll set the time until 1 o'clock. If you don't take the bells, then you'll all go to the academy together. The most important thing is to act as if you want to kill me. We'll start in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, Kakashi said. Everyone immediately jumped back into the bushes. I can feel Sakura on the tree to my left. Sasuke is trying to hide, and he's doing a good job, but it's still no match for me. I can't feel Naruto's chakra. Where is he? He seems to be a master at hiding his chakra, but where did he learn that? He probably read it somewhere, because he likes to read, and I brought him different books. Yes, he probably learned how to hide his chakra from books. And he also seems to be a censor. Yesterday he knew that a clone would come in and I was sitting on the roof, so I need to be careful, he might still be hiding something. Kakashi thought. Naruto's pav. So I hid my chakra, what's the point of the test? After all, 3 genin won't defeat an elite jonin, especially if it's Kakashi's Sharingan. It's simply impossible, he's one of the strongest in the village. The point is something else. And I don't remember teams of 2 people. Team. I get it. The point is to work as a team. That way there will be a chance to steal the bell somehow, but these 2 won't work with me. But I still have to try to negotiate with them. Naruto went to look for Sasuke, and then Sakura. Naruto near Sasuke. Sasuke, just understand, we won't be able to pass the tests if we don't unite. These are tests of teamwork. So stop being stupid. They call you a genius. Naruto tried to persuade Sasuke. I won't fall for this nonsense. I'll take the bells from sensei myself. You'll only get in my way. So go away, Dobi. Sasuke said arrogantly. Well, okay. Good luck. Naruto said indifferently. Naruto realized that if he couldn't with Sasuke, then with Sakura even more so, since there was a chance to come to an agreement with Sasuke and Sakura, but otherwise it would only be a waste of time. Ah, Naruto heard Sakura scream. Well, that's minus Sakura, Naruto thought. Kakashi goes after Sasuke. Here sits Sasuke in front of me. Will he attack or not? Thought Kakashi, while pretending to read his book. And then a hail of kunai flies at ash-haired. He calmly dodges all the kunai and arches an eyebrow. Is that all? Kakashi asked, looking at Sasuke. Of course not, sensei, I'll kill you now and take the bells. I don't need ballast, Sasuke said angrily. Come on, yawn, Kakashi said in a completely bored tone. RRRR, Sasuke growled and rushed at sensei. Sasuke tried to kick sensei in the face, but Kakashi simply grabbed his leg and threw him away. He did a somersault in midair and landed on his feet, looking ahead and did not see Kakashi. I'm behind you, Kakashi said quietly. The brunette winced for a moment, but his well-honed reflexes and muscle memory did the needful for him. The Uchiha shot into the air, turning 180 degrees. He threw a pair of kunai with a tag attached straight at the target. There was a powerful explosion, after which the Jonin simply could not survive. The brunette landed on the grass and stared intently at the growing flames. I'm not like them. You won't take me so easily. First take the bells from me, self-confident fools like you, in my time, didn't even live to your age. Uchiha didn't expect such a turn of events. And yes, I'm behind you again, Hitaki said calmly. Sasuke jumped away from Kakashi. So self-confident, you can't see anything further than your nose. Do you think you can pass this test yourself? I don't think so. Come on, loser from the Uchiha clan, show me your great power. The guy looked at Hitaki with hatred and clenched his fists. You lack control over your emotions. You are too hot-tempered, Hitaki said calmly. Uchiha threw shurikens at the teacher, but he successfully dodged them. Too slow. For an Uchiha, you're bad at Sarakenjutsu, Kakashi said, and accidentally set off what looked like a trap. Apparently he was prepared, Kakashi thought and dodged again, but Sasuke suddenly moved towards him and wanted to hit sensei right in the neck. How fast? Good, Hitaki said mentally, and Uchiha did not stop there, but raised his fist to strike. Hitaki had to lower one hand to block the blow. Sasuke smiled predatorily, turned over and tried to hit Kakashi on the head. Kakashi quickly threw him away. And Sasuke, landing on his feet, looked at Hitaki. He has good taijutsu. I wonder what else you'll show me. The Junin asked mentally, and lost in his thoughts, he didn't notice that Sasuke's hand was reaching for the bells. He let his guard down, Uchiha rejoiced and touched the bells. And the guy is good, Kakashi threw Uchiha away so as not to give him the bells. Sasuke landed and began to quickly perform seals. Fire element. Fireball. Released a huge ball of flame at Kakashi. What? At such a young age, to make such a technique. And a powerful one at that. Unbelievable. He's really good, Kakashi wondered in his mind. The Junin didn't have time to dodge and was eaten by a fireball. Sasuke approached the huge crater, but there was no body there. Where is he? From behind again, Uchiha looked around, but still didn't see sensei. Suddenly he felt someone grab him by the legs. I was where you least expected me, underground. Kakashi said and pulled Uchiha down. He didn't even have time to scream before he was buried. You are truly the strongest of all the genin who have passed my test. But your arrogance and thirst for revenge are holding you back. These two factors will drag you to the bottom. Kakashi spoke to Sasuke. This is my chance, Naruto thought as he watched this battle. And suddenly he saw the system icon. Defeat Kakashi and pass the trial. Rank A. Reward Level 30. Respect from Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura. 100,000 Ryo, plus 2-0 to all stats. Delicious. I'll immediately get LVL 30 in respect from the team. And another plus 20 to all stats. Cool. Naruto decided to act, taking the katana out of the inventory. Grasping it tighter, he used a dash. Skill dash activated. Kakashi dodged the katana blade flying straight at his head using pure reflexes and experience. Jumping back, he looked at Naruto and his katana. He's really trying to kill me. Well done. If it weren't for the experience, he'd die a virgin. It would be a shame, thought Kakashi. That was close, Naruto. How long have you owned a katana? Asked Hatake. Well, yes, about 6 years already, sensei. Naruto said. Quite a lot for your age, you've been using a katana since you were 6. Where did you get it? The Jonin asked with interest. Naruto didn't answer, but simply used the dash, and at the same second he already swung for a blow that should have split the body with the head. Hatake pulled out a kunai and tried to fight back with it, but Naruto's katana simply cut it in two. And so Hatake almost lost his head, but Naruto cut the log in two, not Kakashi. Kakashi used a substitute. Looking at the place where he felt Hatake, he saw Sensei. It makes sense. Naruto decided not to hesitate, so he used a dash again, only this time more cunningly. He folded a cross-shaped seal and a clone appeared in front of him, who flew at Hatake with a katana and also swung to cut off Hatake's body. Kakashi wanted to dodge, but from other sides, kunai and shurikens flew at him, which were thrown by other clones. And so it was cut in half, but it was a clone. Poof. And it dissipated, leaving just a puff of smoke. Naruto at the last moment felt that Hatake had created a clone, and he himself moved using the substitution. How long will you run? Naruto asked. As long as it takes, Kakashi said lazily. Okay, it's time to get serious about winning. Naruto said and activated the eyes of the royal snake. The pupil stretched out, and the eyes became the color of emerald, dark green. Hatake immediately noticed that his student's eyes had changed. What's wrong with Naruto's eyes? Kakashi asked seriously. What about them? Naruto asked cheerfully. Over these 6 years, he developed his eyes. They were B rank, and now the world simply slowed down. He felt everything that was happening. His vision became crystal clear. He saw every detail. There goes a fly. There goes an ant. There goes a bird flying somewhere in the sky. Naruto looked at Hatake and put the katana back in his inventory. Naruto activated the Iron Fist skill. He got it at the age of 8 when he practiced punching a tree. Iron Fist skill activated, rank B. Plus 200 to strength, plus 300 to stamina. Wow, I feel like I've become stronger. What a pleasant feeling, Naruto thought and rushed at Hatake. In a second he was near Kakashi and hit him in the chest, but Kakashi blocked the blow and it was very difficult for him, because a colossal amount of force was put into the blow. What kind of power is this? It's like guy hit me, and he's a taijutsu master. Kakashi thought frantically. And Naruto continued to strike, blow after blow. Kakashi barely blocked them. His arms were already hurting a lot. Although it was probably because they were almost broken. AHGR tried to kick Kakashi in Naruto's chest. Naruto saw this blow, but he didn't have time to block it. So he flew away from Kakashi. Kakashi could barely move his arms, he barely felt them, as if his bones had been crushed. Where did such strength come from? Naruto had already recovered and was already running towards Hatake. And at the last moment Naruto takes out his katana and wants to cut Kakashi with it again, but Kakashi jumps back at the last moment, but Naruto still cuts his leg. But this was Naruto's plan. He put Kakashi in genjutsu with the sword. He will stay there for a maximum of 5 seconds. Therefore Naruto decided not to waste time and again appeared near Kakashi and took the bells. After 3 seconds, Kakashi woke up and did not understand what happened. But he saw Naruto holding 2 bells. Kakashi sat up convulsively. That was genjutsu, right? Kakashi asked. Yes, Kakashi-sensei, I used genjutsu on you. I tried to weaken you as much as possible. After all, it is unlikely that you would have fallen for it if you were completely healthy. After all, they don't call you Sharingan Kakashi for nothing. Naruto said calmly and also sat down on the ground. Phew, I'm tired, but I beat you, Kakashi-sensei. I didn't think I could, but I did it. Naruto said smiling and lay down on the ground. You're great. Thank you. Now it looks like my arms are broken. Where did you get that strength, huh? Kakashi first praised him, and then asked irritably. Yes, I trained a lot. I practiced punches, I trained a lot with chakra. That's the power. Naruto said calmly. I see. Okay, let's rest for a bit. And then we'll finish the test. Kakashi said and lay down on the ground. Yes, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto said and closed his eyes, turning off the skills. An hour later. Kakashi explained why they were weak. Why they didn't pass. What teamwork is. That comrades are important. Even when Naruto gave Sasuke and Sakura the bells, they of course returned them to Naruto, but he still tied Sakura up and left, telling her not to feed her. Phew, I still want to sleep. I'll come wash up and go to bed right away, Naruto said to his teammates. Naruto hadn't opened his lunch yet. As soon as he opened it, smoke from the hot food started pouring out. Come on, Sakura, eat. Naruto handed Sakura some rice. Naruto, I can't. Sensei forbade it, and I'm not hungry. And Sakura's stomach growled traitorously. She blushed a little. Sakura, if you don't eat you'll be useless now. So come on, Naruto said, still holding out rice to Sakura. Dobi is right. You will be completely useless if you don't eat. So come on, Sasuke said and held out a piece of meat. Sakura was ready to cry. Thank you, Sakura said and ate first a piece of meat and then some rice. And suddenly Kakashi appeared in lightning. What have you done? Why did you feed her? I told you not to feed her, Kakashi said angrily. Kakashi-sensei, we are a team. That's why we gave her food. She must be strong to pass your test, Naruto answered in all seriousness. I agree with Naruto, Sasuke also said seriously. You passed. Congratulations, Kakashi said and smiled with one eye. Phew, Naruto exhaled, and looked at the system icon. You passed the test. Congratulations. Reward. Level 30. Respect from the team. 100,000 Ryo. Yee. 100,000 Ryo. Now there's even more money. Now I have 300,000 Ryo. What's this? Naruto asked and looked at the system icons. You have reached level 30, congratulations. We discovered a lot of things. Want to watch now? Not really. I mentally press no. Later. Tomorrow. Now I'm going home and to sleep. Well, that's it. You can go home. Bye, Kakashi said and disappeared. Okay. Bye everyone. I'll go too. I really want to sleep after all, Naruto said and yawned. Naruto came home in a good mood. So he washed himself and went to bed, allowing himself to do nothing. Commentary on the bell test. Hello, it's me again. I think you forget about me, since the previous chapters and this one come out once a week. And again, I was not in the mood. And there were a lot of things to do. I wanted to start writing all week, but in the end I was just writing something in notes again. I was playing one game, where there are a lot of weapons and armor. So I have ideas about the drop of various things. Now it's 1747, I wrote 1 hour of the chapter when I had the internet, that is, it was yesterday. And I was just finishing the second part. In general, I spent about 6 hours on this chapter. I think that's a lot. Since, in principle, there were ideas on how to write a chapter, but in the end I sat and wrote something incomprehensible. Something like that. I'm sitting sleepy again. If I go to bed and wake up somewhere around 12 at night, then in principle I can make another chapter. The next chapter should be interesting. Since there will be a lot of systems and learning techniques. Well, at least that's what I think, but I don't know how it will turn out. Thank you for reading. Learning techniques. Commentary on study of techniques. After the chapter. Thanks for reading. In the end, the chapter is not the longest. Morning. Naruto woke up in a good mood. Today he would carry out his first mission, officially as a genin. After doing water procedures and eating breakfast, he got ready for his morning training, after which he would come home to get ready for the Hokage residence. Naruto came home after his morning training. After washing and having a snack, he went to the residence, having decided that after the mission he would see what he got, because the system wrote yesterday that a lot of goodies awaited him. Approaching the residence, he saw Sasuke with Sakura. Seeing the usual picture of Sakura climbing to the Uchiha, he chuckled. Hello, Naruto greeted, but was happily ignored. After another chuckle, Naruto sat down under a tree to meditate. After all, Sensei was late again. Kakashi arrived only after 30 minutes. Seeing Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura lying in the trees, he called them to him. Sasuke, Sakura, Naruto. Get up and come here, Kakashi said, but they ignored him. Smirking at such actions, he created 2 clones and went to the students, to teach them a lesson, so to speak. In the end, everything ended with the clones dispersing, and Kakashi was left slightly wounded. Is that all? Have you calmed down? If so, let's go on a mission, Hatake said and went to the residence. The students followed him. Having climbed to the 2nd floor, they knocked on the door. Come in. A tired, come in, was heard from behind the door. Entering the Hokage's office, they saw millions of documents. And the Hokage himself, who was literally floating in them. Hello, Hokage-sama. Team, number 7 inches has arrived for a mission, said Kakashi. Hello Kakashi. Hello, team, number 7. Now I will find you a suitable one. Rummages through papers. And here it is. The harvest mission. Old man Hiruzen handed the scroll to Kakashi, who took it. Sakura and Sasuke were not happy. They are shinobi. They should be given normal missions, but they are given harvesting missions. Naruto was somehow purple. He knew that at first, for genin who just graduated, there would be D-rank missions. Moreover, they would need to train in teamwork and just train. After all, they are still weak, so Naruto expects Hatake to train, and if this lazy pervert does not want to train them, then Naruto will 100% promise to burn all his books. After completing the tasks, they all went home. They completed it easily, since Naruto had clones. Therefore, it was not difficult for anyone to complete the mission. Therefore, Naruto decided to train again today, after he ate and washed. After eating and thinking, Naruto decided to go to his training ground. Arriving at the training ground, he did a warm-up and decided to open the system. Opening it, he saw. Congratulations, you have unlocked titles. Now you get bonuses from titles. Congratulations, you have opened the money. Now you have system and real-world money. You can make purchases both in the system and in the real world. Congratulations, you have discovered the elements. Now you can see which elements you have a connection with. Congratulations, you opened a store. Now you can buy things in the store. Congratulations, you have opened an auction. Now you can compete for items at auction. You've got a message. You received 225,000 RE. You received a message. Do you want to open? Not really. You get discounts on Uzumaki inheritance. Now you can buy things in the store at a discount. The discount is valid only for Uzumaki items. Congratulations. You opened the door to the blacksmith. Now you can create, repair or improve items. You received a message. Congratulations. You have received the Golden Age Assassin's hood. This hood belonged to an unknown killer. Holy shit, how much I've discovered. Holy shit, I even got some money. Now I don't have to worry about anything. So since I've got everything new, I can look at my stats. Open stats window, Uzumaki said, and a stats window appeared before his eyes. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, half Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, King of Snakes, Winner of Life, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent Level 30, 150,000. Rank, C. XP 14,400, 40/1. Region per minute Chakra 20,000, 45/1. Region per minute Control 279. Strength 287, Armor 12, Silence 20, Dexterity 274 plus 6, Speed 268 plus 7, Intelligence 356, Cunning 20, Stamina 630. Luck 90. Armor 2 Artifacts, None. Skill 7 Inventory 4 Shop. Auction. Skill points 10, Skill points 156, Messages 2. Not bad, I guess. Although I still need to train. For every big fish, there is a bigger fish. I have been convinced of this more than once. So, I have 2 messages. I should read them. Naruto said. You have opened the message. Congratulations. You have obtained the DNA of Uzumaki heir. By absorbing DNA you will become a full-fledged Uzumaki. And you will become the head of the clan. Absorb. Not really. You have opened the message. You have inherited the Namikaze legacy. You have obtained all the techniques that Namikaze Minato possessed. You have become the head of the Namikaze clan. Congratulations. I became the head of the Namikaze clan, and now I can also become the head of the Uzumaki clan. This is simply unbelievable. I need to calm down. It will be easier to think with a cool head. Inhale, exhale. That's it. I became the head of 2 clans. First of all, this is responsibility. Then everything else. I also received all of my father's techniques. This is very good, I will try to study them. Okay. Yes, absorb Uzumaki DNA. And I immediately felt that I was changing. I began to feel stronger. I became like a feather. I feel so strong that I could destroy the Hokage mountain. Although I probably overdid it with the mountain. But still, my strength was over the edge and my chakra increased. How nice it is. I really like it. And I felt not only strength, but also as if my thoughts instantly cleared up, it became easier for me to think. I immediately began to understand many things. And as if the world slowed down a little. I feel simply incredible. It seems that I got this from my father. Congratulations. Your chakra has increased and you have more health. And the rest of the characteristics increased by 50 points. Congratulations. You have received a new title. Head of the Namikaze clan. Congratulations. Your half-breed Uzumaki title has evolved into the title Uzumaki. Congratulations. You have received a new title. Head of the Uzumaki clan. Open the characteristics window. I said out loud. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, Snake King, Life Winner, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent, Head of the Namikaze clan, Head of the Uzumaki clan. Level 30 150,000. Rank, B. XP 34.400, 61/1. Region per minute Chakra 50,000, 72/1. Region per minute Control 279. Strength 337, Armor 20, Silence 20, Dexterity 324, plus 6, Speed 318, plus 7, Intelligence 406, Cunning 20, Stamina 680. Luck 140. Armor 2 Artifacts, None. Skills 7, Inventory 4 Shop. Auction. Skill points 10, Skill points 156, Messages 1 Elements, Fire 0%, Lightning 0%, Earth 0%, Wind 0%, Water 0%, Light 10%, Darkness 0%. Health increased by 20,000, and Chakra by 30,000. That's a lot. A lot. And the elements have appeared, but why is the percentage 0 everywhere, and 10 in the light? Okay, I'll figure it out later, already at the training ground. Interesting. Can I ask the system a question? Naruto asked. System, can I ask you a question? And to Naruto's question there was silence for 1 minute, until the system icon appeared in front of his eyes. Yes, Mr. Player, you can contact me whenever you want, the system replied. So I can ask. System, what is my rank according to my characteristics? Chunin, Jonin, Naruto asked. The player is almost at the level of a Junin. You are missing plus 100 to all stats except intelligence and endurance. You need another 5,000 chakra points. And then you will become a full-fledged Jonin. The system answered the question. That means plus 100 to all characteristics and 5,000 chakra plinths. I understand. Thanks for the answer, system. And Naruto's response was silence. That means I need to go to the training ground now and train. Naruto thought and went to get ready. Having gathered himself, Naruto went out and closed the door. Walking along the streets of Konoha, he saw how beautiful the village was, but the people here were disgusting. They hated the child because a fox was sealed in him. Although they believed that they were hurting the fox, not the child. After all, for them, Naruto was only a fox, not a child. People were stupid creatures, so Naruto decided not to think about them, but to go to the training ground. But before that, having made henge, he went to the weapons store, because he needed to buy leaves to determine the elements. Having bought the leaves, Naruto went on. Arriving at the training ground, he took the sheets of paper and put them between his fingers. And he saw what he could expect. He had all 5 elements. Naruto expected that he would have all 5 elements, since he was the head of the Uzumaki clan and the head of the Namikaze clan. And there was also a system. So in principle, this was expected. Naruto opened the system and saw. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, Snake King, Life Winner, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent, Head of the Namikaze clan, Head of the Uzumaki clan. Level 30 150,000. Rank, C. XP 34.400, 61/1. Region per minute Chakra 50,000, 72/1. Region per minute Control 279. Strength 337, Armor 20, Silence 20, Dexterity 324, plus 6, Speed 318, plus 7, Intelligence 406, Cunning 20, Stamina 680. Luck 140. Armor 2 Artifacts, None. Skills 7, Inventory 4 Shop. Auction. Skill points 10, Skill points 156, Messages 1 Elements, Fire 25%, Lightning 25%, Earth 10%, Wind 30%, Water 15%, Light 10%, Darkness 0%. My connection with the wind is strongest. Then comes fire and lightning, and finally water and earth and light. Then I'll start learning my father's techniques first, since he has 2 main techniques. These are Rasengan and Flight of the Thunder God. Where should I start? I don't have a teacher. Who will tell me how they work? Oh, system, can you help me learn techniques? Naruto reasoned at first and then asked. And almost instantly the system answered. Yes, of course, rasengan is a technique that does not have an element, but Namikaze Minato said that the technique is not finished and any element can be added to it. Rasengan consists of 3 parts: spinning the chakra, power, and holding everything in place. To go through these 3 stages, you will need first a water balloon, then an empty rubber ball, and make both explode. Then combine the first and second stages into the third stage of holding and creating the shape. That's all. Thanks, system. It really helped me out. Naruto said. So does that mean I have to go get the balls? Although I'll probably create a shadow clone and practice taijutsu with the other clones, Naruto made a seal and 3 clones appeared near him. 1 clone went for the balls, and the remaining 2 pounced on the original. 2 hours passed and a clone with balloons came. Having dispelled all the clones, Naruto created 10 clones and gave each of them a balloon with water. The clone bought 50 balloons and filled them with water. Okay, people, take a balloon and let's try to pop them, said Uzumaki. There is a boss, the clones said in one voice and took a balloon each. The original and the clones were popping balloons all day long. They popped all 50 balloons, but now Naruto can only take the balloon in his hands and pop it in a second. Considering this a success, Naruto went home to sleep. When he got home, Naruto washed himself, ate, and went to bed. Naruto fell asleep almost immediately. Morning. Naruto and his team completed the mission to catch Daimyo's cat. Naruto thought it was a call. After all, dodging all ambushes, running away with such speed as if teleportation and running so that you can't find, an ordinary cat can't do that. Naruto went to the training ground after the mission. Before that, he went to the store and bought some balloons. Already at the training ground, Naruto summoned a dozen clones again and gave them rubber balloons. They popped the balloons until the night. They are much harder to pop than just with water. When Naruto came home, he was so tired that he didn't even bother to undress or wash himself, he immediately went to bed. Naruto has a lot of chakra and endurance, so how could he be so tired? And I'll answer you, 1 clone requires 200 chakra. For 50,000 it turns out he can create 250 clones, but Naruto created clones all day. He created and created, that's why he was tired. Chakra was leaving, because all the chakra they had was spent on clones. After all, when a clone has chakra left, it is transferred to the original, but here they spent everything. And Naruto also received all the experience of the clones. That's why he was tired. I wrote this for those who might not understand why he was so tired. Morning. Already at the training ground after the mission he bought 2 balloons, he filled one with water, the other was just an empty rubber one. Having decided that today he had to finish, he began to pop. Although as he began almost in a second he popped one and the second balloon. Therefore, deciding not to delay, he immediately created 100 clones and began trying to create rasengan. With 100 clones it did not take him a super long time, only 2 hours and his father's technique was completed. Now Naruto was holding an orange sphere in his hands. Why is my rasengan orange? It should be blue, right? Although it's probably because everyone has their own chakra color. And mine even more so, because the fox is sealed inside me. So that's it. I need to try out the rasengan. After all, I didn't suffer for 2 days for nothing. Approaching the tree with the rasengan, Naruto struck and saw a perfect circle in the tree. Surprised by the power, he decided that he would practice creating a rasengan with one hand in a second. After all, the enemy would not wait. And having spent the remaining day creating the perfect rasengan, he went home satisfied. Now he can create a rasengan with one hand in a second. And now I will explain it again. The clones had chakra left. Although not a lot, but there was some, and Naruto rested to replenish his chakra and remove fatigue. So a week passed. Naruto continued to try to learn elemental techniques. And having learned a couple of tips on lightning from Kakashi, he bought a couple of B-rank techniques in the system store to learn. It turns out that his katana can conduct elements through itself, so the first technique he learned from lightning was to conduct the lightning element into the weapon. The second technique he learned was a snake made of lightning. The technique is useful because it works over a longer distance. Summons a snake made of lightning, which rushes at great speed towards enemies. Having learned 2 B-rank techniques and also raised his connection with the lightning element by 5 points, he was happy. He also asked Kakashi who could teach him how to use the wind element. Kakashi was a little surprised, because 2 elements at that age are very good. Having said that there are not many people in the village who own the wind element, he named those who do, namely, Sarutobi Asuma, the 3rd Hokage and Shimura Danzo. These are all the people who own the wind element, well, and Kakashi himself owns it, but at a very poor level, he said so himself. And he also said that there is no need to go and look for Shimura Danzo, because he is the fear of Konoha and also a bad person. But Kakashi did not say why he is bad. Although it does not matter, if he said it then it is not for nothing. Therefore, we need to find Asuma Sarutobi, the son of the third Hokage. He is just the mentor of the 10th team. Walking down the street of Konoha, Naruto tried to meet the 10th team, preferably with Sensei. And if without him, then at least ask where he lives. After walking 10 meters he saw Shikamaru, Ino and Choji and their sensei. Naruto thought that luck smiled on him and went to meet them. Hello people, Naruto said to the guys who stopped. Hello, yawned Naruto. Shikamaru greeted his friend lazily. Hello Crunch Naruto Crunch, said Choji, who seemed to be eating his chips even in his sleep. Hello Uzumaki, Ino said. Hello Naruto, how are you? Have you completed many missions? Asuma greeted and then asked. Hello Asuma sensei, already about 10. Things are fine, Naruto said. I see. And did you want something, perhaps? Asuma asked. Actually, yes, I was looking for you, Asuma sensei. It turns out that I have the wind element and I need a teacher. And so I would like to ask you to teach me or at least give me the basics of the wind element. Naruto said. There aren't that many people with the wind element in our village. You can count them on the fingers of one hand. Okay, I'll teach you the basics. Asuma said. Thank you very much Asuma sensei, Naruto said. Then we'll meet tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at training ground number 10, Asuma said. Okay, Asuma sensei. Then see you tomorrow. Goodbye, team number 10. Bye, goodbye. Team 10 answered almost in one voice. Naruto chuckled and went to the training ground to hone his lightning techniques to perfection. Next day time, 12:57. Naruto was currently at training ground number 10 practicing his blows against a tree. Asuma was already approaching the training ground and saw Naruto practicing his blows. Hello Naruto. Well, let's get started. Asuma asked. Hello sensei. Yes, let's begin. Naruto answered. Okay, let's start with what is the wind element? Asked Asuma. Wind release FUNN, literally meaning, wind release, is one of the basic elemental nature transformations. The principle behind most wind release offensive techniques is to make chakra as sharp and subtle as possible, although wind can also be formed into a powerful stunning force that knocks back an opponent. Correct. Wind release techniques are usually performed by forming air chakra circulation, and their power can also be increased this way. As well as wind nature chakra can also be conducted into weapons to increase cutting power and the overall attack area. Wind affinity seems to be the most common among Sunagaku shinobi. In addition, wind release also specializes in deflecting or even repelling incoming attacks. Wind release focuses on projectile type techniques and can even modify close combat techniques. That's what we'll be working on. The element of wind is not very easy to study, so it will take time. Okay. Shall we begin? Naruto asked. Yes, go ahead, Asuma answered. Take the leaf in your hands and try to cut it in half, said Asuma. Okay Asuma sensei, Naruto replied. And so the whole day passed. And the next day too. For 2 days Naruto cut the leaves. And on the third day he made a perfectly even cut into 2 parts from the very first leaf. Well, that's all in principle. I gave you the basics. From now on, do it yourself, otherwise it won't be interesting. Good luck, Asuma said. Okay, thank you, Asuma sensei. Naruto said. Naruto immediately went into the store and bought a wind technique. Wind waves. Naruto waves his hand and creates waves of cutting wind. The technique is long range. So it is very convenient. B rank technique. Having studied this technique, he saw that the wind had risen by 5 points. Naruto was glad that it was getting better little by little. But it was still not enough. In 3 days. All these 3 days Naruto honed his techniques. Naruto also bought a technique through which he can conduct the element of wind through the blade. In general, Naruto found out that he can buy any and study it, so having decided to do so, he bought an S-rank technique. In the end, he bought it, but he could not study it, he needed 90 points percentage of the lightning element. To start learning techniques of different ranks, you need to have a certain percentage of connection with the element. For example, to learn a technique of rank S, you need to have 90% of connection. To learn a technique of rank A you need 60, in principle, if he already has 85, he will be able to use the technique of rank S, but it will not be as effective and powerful, and it will eat up an incredible amount of chakra. And so if he has enough points for a technique, for example, rank B, then he will be able to calmly learn it and it will immediately appear in his consciousness. Now Naruto was walking down the street home. It had been a hard day. He had eaten at Ichiraku. So he wouldn't cook today, he would just wash up and go to bed. Name: Uzumaki Naruto. Profession: no. Title: Jinchuriki, Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, Snake King, Life Winner, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent, Head of the Namikaze Clan, Head of the Uzumaki Clan. Level 30-150,000. Rank: C. XP 34.400, 61/1. Region per minute: Chakra 50,000, 72/1. Region per minute: Control 279. Strength 337, Armor 20, Silence 40, Dexterity 324, plus 6, Speed 318, plus 7, Intelligence 406, Cunning 30, Stamina 680. Luck 140. Armor 2. Artifacts, none. Skills 7. Inventory 4. Shop. Auction. Skill points 10. Skill points 156. Messages 1. Elements: Fire 25%, Lightning 30%, Earth 10%, Wind 35%, Water 15%, Light 10%, Darkness 0%. Armor: Boots of the Unknown Assassin, Hood of the Unknown Assassin. Skills: Iron Fist CLVL 5, 56%, 100%, BLVL 3, 0%, 100%, Sensorix A plus LVL 2, 0%, 100%, 105 km. Eyes of the Rabbit Snake ALVL 1 and 0, 100% Willpower BLVL, 47%, 100%, Cooking ALVL 1, 0%, 100%, Katana Mastery CLVL 6, 76%, 100%. Inventory: Stone of Infinite Return, meaning returning from the dungeon. F rank dungeon key, D rank dungeon key, 10 snake teeth. Commentary on study of techniques. Oh well. Hi, it's me again. I think you've forgotten me already. There hasn't been a sequel for a month. To be honest, I'm shocked by this myself. Well, I don't want to write any excuses. I'm just lazy. That's all. I was too lazy to continue. I had ideas, I knew how I should write the chapter, I had a plan. But in the end I only decided to write it a month later, and if I hadn't seen that someone had written a review for me, there wouldn't have been a chapter for a long time. So you can say thank you to Ignat Ponomarev. If it weren't for this hero, I probably wouldn't have started writing anything yesterday. Thank you very much. I spent 6 hours on this chapter. In principle, this is little compared to all the others. I could have spent 5 hours, but I needed to get away from the phone. I'm writing on my phone. So I could have posted the chapter an hour ago. By the way, I want to ask, when would be convenient for me to post chapters, during the day or in the evening? You can write so that I roughly understand when someone is reading. It's just that I post it at night all the time, and even now I'll post it almost at 2 in the morning. But when I posted those chapters it was summer, there was a lot of time, and it was convenient to read because you don't sleep until the morning, and now there's school, college, maybe even work. I'll try to make a normal schedule so that chapters come out either twice a week or once. In general, it will depend on my mood and my imagination. Well, or they will come out on weekends. I can also write about this. Well, I have 80 words left. I wanted to write another thought, but okay, in the next chapter. If there will be one. Hello Dungeon 2. Comment on Hello Dungeon 2. After the chapter. It's been 2 months since the day Naruto learned wind elemental techniques. Nothing interesting has happened in these 2 months. Naruto and his team continued to carry out D-rank missions. In 2 months, Naruto has honed his techniques to the maximum. Now they consume much less chakra, so much less that he doesn't feel like he's wasting chakra at all. He can create rasengan in both hands in a second. So life is going pretty well. Naruto started trying to learn the Thunder God Flight technique, but without success. The technique is very complicated, and the system doesn't help. It says, the technique is too complicated for your level, so he didn't argue with the system. Since his level is low, it means he'll raise it and learn the technique someday. Naruto was lying at home now. He had completed his mission today, trained, so he was lying down and resting, although in fact he wasn't even tired. He lay there and thought why Kakashi was so lazy. How long had it been since he even started training them? Naruto tried to persuade Kakashi, but it was useless. Even ultimatums didn't work on him. Naruto did try to burn the books, but Sensei quickly found him, so his idea failed then. And Kakashi now keeps the books in an unknown place. And what should I do? Kakashi-sensei doesn't want to teach us at all. The ultimatum with books didn't work. I need to develop somehow. I need to get new skills, a level. Now I can say that all my development has stopped. Of course, I can study techniques, but I will only raise the level of the elements. What should I do? Inventory. Naruto said mentally, and the inventory icon appeared before his eyes. Inventory. Stone of Infinite Return, F rank dungeon key, D rank dungeon key, 10 snake teeth. Exactly. Naruto exclaimed. I have keys to the dungeon. Both F and D rank. And which one to go to? Last time I almost died. And the dungeon was F rank. And if I go to a D rank dungeon, will they kill me? Although it was probably a flaw in the system. After all, the enemy was much stronger than me. Okay, I'll go to the D rank dungeon. Still, it's getting stronger. It's evening, so I can get ready and go. I wonder, if I go to the same place again, will they give me snakes again? Or will they be new creatures? Okay, I don't like snakes, so I'll go somewhere else. Naruto stood up and started getting ready. After getting dressed, Naruto looked in the mirror. A young man, 13 to 14 years old, looked at him. In a Jonin outfit, only without a vest. After leaving the house, Naruto went into the forest. He wanted to find some place where he wouldn't end up with the Zeme again. Although he doesn't know where he'll end up, he still doesn't want to. He'll try in the same place someday, but not today. Naruto had been walking through the forest for an hour now, looking for a place where he could open the entrance. It wasn't that there weren't any places, there were places, but there were shinobi everywhere. And he didn't really want to open it in front of them. So he looked for a place where there were no people. Another 5 minutes passed and Naruto came out into some cave. A huge cave. Naruto swallowed, took out a D rank key and broke it. And the whole clearing lit up red. And instead of the entrance to the cave, the entrance to the dungeon opened. Deciding not to hesitate, Naruto entered it. You have entered a D rank dungeon. Your goal is to destroy all monsters. Monsters killed 0/20. Good luck. 20 monsters. Not that many. I think there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm C rank, and the dungeon is D, so I think I can handle it. Although I need to be on guard. The last dungeon was also low rank, but the boss was B rank. It wouldn't hurt to be careful. Naruto thought to himself. Naruto was walking through some cave. He wouldn't say it was dark, but it wasn't light either. In short, he could do without the eyes of the royal snake. Naruto walked about 10 more steps and heard some sound. Turning in the direction from where the sound came, he saw a huge wolf. And if he says huge, then it means huge. This wolf was completely red, only the paws and muzzle were black, and he was almost 2 meters tall. Overgrown wolf XP, 2500 damage, 150. The giant overgrown wolf, what did he eat to grow so big? Pretty strong compared to snakes. But still, I don't think he's a huge problem. Naruto thought. Naruto took out his katana and ran wind chakra through it and used a dash. The wolf didn't even have time to understand anything as his head separated from his body. You spent 100 chakra. You killed overgrown wolf, you received skin, 1 inch, you received teeth, 7 inches, you received claws, 5 inches. You have received 1000 experience plus 10x, you have received 10,000 experience. Level 30 10,150 thousandths. Skin, teeth, claws, not bad, I'll either sell it or make something. 10,000 express, also good. I completely forgot that I have a bonus to express. Naruto thought. Before Naruto could say anything, he sensed danger from behind. Quickly turning around, Naruto made a rasengan and hit Wolf in the head. The head shattered into mush and splattered all over Naruto. Now Naruto was standing covered in blood. Looking at the system icon, he saw. You spent 250 chakra. Congratulations. You have gained a new skill. Sense of danger. Skill. Danger sense, rank, A. A skill that allows one to sense danger. You killed overgrown wolf, you received skin, 1 inch, you received teeth, 4 inches, you received claws, 6 inches. You have received 10,000 experience. Level 30 20,150 thousandths. Finally a new skill. How long has it been since I last got a skill? And this one is so useful. I can feel the. Naruto didn't have time to finish before he felt danger from behind. Quickly activating the eyes of the rabbit snake, Naruto saw in slow motion 3 wolves jumping on him. Quickly forming seals, Naruto waved his hand and waves of wind flew at the wolves, cutting the wolves in half. You spent 150 chakra. You killed overgrown wolf, you killed overgrown wolf, you killed overgrown wolf. You received teeth, 18 inches. You received claws, 12 inches. You have received 30,000 experience, level 30, 50,000, 150,000. I probably didn't get the skin because I chopped up the wolves. I separated the head from the body of those wolves that I killed before, but here it's the body itself. Okay, we need to move on, Naruto said and went on. And so 30 minutes passed. In those 30 minutes Naruto killed all the wolves, got level 31, and a lot of teeth, claws and skins. Inventory. Naruto said. Inventory. Stone of Infinite Return F rank dungeon key, 10 snake teeth, 17 skins. Overgrown wolf, 123 teeth. Overgrown wolf, 102 claws. Overgrown wolf. Level. 31, 50,000, 200,000. I wouldn't say it was difficult, but it wasn't super easy either. I was wounded a couple of times. But everything has healed anyway. My chakra has also recovered. I also received the title, Wolf Slayer, which is also good. This title gives me a 100 plus power against wolves. And all the wolves are subconsciously afraid of me, or rather, they feel fear of me. Now Naruto was standing in front of the boss's room. Naruto decided not to make the boss wait, so he pushed the doors forward and they opened, but not only they opened, but also a view of a huge room that smelled of something unknown. After walking a little forward, the doors slammed behind Naruto. Chuckling, Naruto went on. After walking a little more, Naruto saw a mountain of remains with flesh and blood. Realizing what was stinking, Naruto decided to figure out where the creature was that ate all these people, and not only. Just as Naruto was about to go further into the cave, suddenly it felt like hammers were being hammered into his head. It was a sense of danger, warning him that if he didn't jump away now, he would die before he could do anything. Naruto quickly turned around and jumped. Looking where he had just been, Naruto saw a huge paw that would have left no living place if not for the skill. Landing, Naruto looked at the system icon. Attention. You are in the boss room. In this room you unconsciously feel fear. Skill spiritual power activates. All mental effects removed, you no longer feel fear. The Wolf King, level 50, rank, B XP, 25.000, damage, 2.500, giant overgrown wolf. Okay then, I need to be more careful. I'll throw techniques at him and dodge. I'll try to put him in genjutsu when he's weak. I think it's a great plan. Naruto formed seals and waved his hand. Waves of wind flew at the wolf. They got caught in the paw. The wolf didn't even seem to feel the attack. You dealt 500 damage XP, 24.500. Yo, only 500 HP. The wolf looked where the projectile had come from and saw a golden bug. He hadn't eaten for a long time. Here was dinner. Bending his hind legs, the wolf jumped and flew at Naruto at great speed. Naruto, who hadn't expected this, slowed down a bit. But he quickly came to his senses, jumped back and made the seals again in midair. Now a lot of wind waves were flying at the wolf. The wolf just looked at them and batted them away with his paw. As if he was brushing away annoying flies. He just lost his mind. We need to create clones. I'll try to take them by numbers. Having created a dozen clones, Naruto said to surround the wolf and throw kunai at him first, then immediately with the technique, as soon as he starts to get distracted by the kunai, they will launch wind techniques, and the original will launch lightning techniques. After all, this technique slows down the enemy, and stuns. Puts him into a stupor. Quickly spreading out around the wolf, all the clones began to throw kunai at the same time. As soon as the kunai flew towards the wolf, they began to quickly form seals. You dealt 0 damage. Thinking that this is how it should be, Naruto also began to fold seals, but different ones, for the lightning technique. The wolf didn't even notice the kunai, but he did notice that all these bugs started doing something. Deciding not to take risks, he swung his tail and destroyed half of the clones. Naruto, who didn't expect this, stood in shock for a bit, but quickly came to his senses and released the lightning technique. A huge orange-blue serpent flew out of his hand, opening its mouth, which could even tear the neck of such a wolf. Seeing such a technique, Wolf decided not to tempt fate, so he decided to jump away, but he forgot that Naruto had clones left, who poured all their chakra into the lightning technique. Of the 5 remaining clones, an orange and blue snake flew out from the hands of all the clones, which was much smaller than the original snake, but still quite large. As soon as the wolf was about to jump away, lightning bolts flew at him from all sides, preventing him from even moving. These snakes grabbed him tightly, preventing him from moving at all. But for the wolf it was not a huge problem, so he decided to jump away anyway. As soon as he bent his hind legs, a huge snake flew into him and grabbed him right in the neck, tearing his larynx and causing unbearable pain. Seeing what he had done, Naruto staggered. He had poured almost all his chakra into this technique. Naruto looked at the system icon. You have spent 42,678 chakras, you dealt 24,400 damage to yourself. Naruto thought that was too much. Although for such a technique, most likely, this is his new S-rank technique. There is the usual lightning snake, and now the giant lightning snake. Phew. Naruto exhaled. You killed the boss. You have gained 20,000 experience. You have received the blood of the Wolf King, you received King's skin. 1 inch, you received fangs of the King. 2 inches, you have received the Wolf King's ring, you received the Wolf King's katana, you have received the dungeon key, you have received the dungeon key. Congratulations. You have completed the dungeon. The dungeon is collapsing. Come out of the dungeon. Exit from the dungeon, Naruto said. Naruto was thrown out of the dungeon. He found himself on the street. He approached a tree and leaned on it. He was very tired. Naruto looked at the system icon. You have received the title. Title Wolf Slayer. You have received the title. Title King of Wolves. You have received the title. Title Kingslayer. As many as 3 titles, not bad. I need to rest and go home, but while I'm resting, I'll look at the subjects. Ring of the Wolf King, rank, A. Strength, +20, speed, +20, dexterity, +30. Because you have the Kingslayer title, and the Wolf King's ring, all creatures below your level feel great fear and danger. Katana of the Wolf King, rank, B. Damage, 250. Gives the ability to predict enemy attacks, possibility of improvement or merger. Not bad. If there is a possibility of fusion, it means that I will be able to combine my katana with this one. It means that maybe I will have a new top katana. This can't be good. There is also a ring, also very good, especially because everyone will feel fear of me. You are walking down the street, and you meet Sasuke, and he is like Hop, and is afraid of me. It will be funny to look at him at that moment. Okay. The characteristics window. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, Snake King, Life Winner, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent, Head of the Namikaze Clan, Head of the Uzumaki Clan, Wolf Slayer, King of Wolves. Level 32, 50,250,000. Rank, B. XP 10.270, 71/1. Region per minute chakra 7.684, 82/1. Region per minute control 279. Strength 337, 20, armor 20, silence 40, dexterity 324, 6 plus 30, 36, speed 318, 7 plus 20, 27, intelligence 406, cunning 30, stamina 170, 680, luck 140. Armor 2, accessories 1, artifacts, missing, skills 8, inventory 12, shop. Auction, forge. Skill points 10, skill points 165, messages 1, elements. Fire 25%, lightning 35%, earth 10%, wind 36%, water 15%, light 10%, darkness 0%. I raised the level of connection with lightning, and also with the wind. I think it's not bad. I need to sleep and all the HP with chakra and endurance will be restored. Then everything will be awesome. Okay, I need to get up and go home slowly. Naruto thought to himself. When Naruto came home, he simply washed himself and immediately went to bed. Morning. You woke up. Your chakra, XP, stamina have been restored. How well I slept. Today I will definitely make Kakashi give us training. Naruto said out loud. After taking a bath, Naruto went to make himself some food. After making some onigiri with fish, he ate and started getting ready for the residence. After the mission, 1347. It was almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They had already completed the mission, so now they were sitting in Ichiraku eating ramen. Kakashi-sensei, come on, give us some training already. All the other teams have been training for a long time and have completed at least 2 C-rank missions, but we are still completing D-rank missions, and we still haven't trained as a team. Everyone is on their own. Naruto spoke to Kakashi. Yes sensei, Naruto is right, give us training already. We want normal missions already. Said Sakura. I agree with these two. Give us some training already. How can I get stronger if I have a sensei and he doesn't teach me anything? Sasuke said. Kakashi sat for a couple of minutes, thought and finally said. Okay, you'll have some training. We'll go right now. In 10 minutes at the training ground. Those who don't make it will be punished. And Kakashi disappeared and didn't even say which training ground, and he still hasn't paid, what a bastard. And what training ground are we going to? Sakura roared. Naruto, what training ground is he at? Sasuke asked. On ours, on the 7th training ground. Naruto answered and took out a couple of bills, putting them on the table, he left. I paid for everyone. Let's go. Naruto said and went towards the 7th training ground. At the training ground. Arriving at the training ground, they saw Kakashi sitting on a pole reading a book. Seeing the genin, Kakashi put the book away and looked at them. Since you wanted training, then get it, 300 push-ups, 300 presses, 300 squats and 50 laps of running around the training ground. Then you will find out what we will do, said Kakashi and released a little key. Sakura shook a little, Sasuke trembled a little, and Naruto. And Naruto doesn't give a damn, he has the skill. Naruto was the first to go do what Kakashi said, Sasuke went second, and Sakura was the last. It's been 6 hours already, and Sasuke and Sakura have only completed the exercises, Naruto did everything in 2 hours. He has been training since childhood. And he pumped up his strength and endurance. It was the hardest for Sakura, because even though she was in the top 5 at the academy, that was in theory, and in practice she was only okay with kunai and shurikens, physically she was a complete zero. Sasuke is much better. He trained not only in theory or serenjutsu, but also physically. Now they were resting. Naruto had been meditating all this time and had raised his control by 1%. Just 1%, before he could raise it by 20 or 30. Still, the more you pump, the harder it is later. Okay, I think you've had enough rest, so let's find out your elements and I'll teach you how to walk on trees. Kakashi said and handed out sheets of paper to everyone. Sakura has earth, Sasuke has fire and lightning, Naruto has all 5 elements, but he only had 2 leaves, and everyone doesn't need to know that he has all the elements, so he has wind and lightning. So you have 1 element and even 2, therefore. Sasuke and Naruto, I will teach you 1 lightning technique, Sakura, I will teach you 1 earth technique, but don't expect it to be strong, no, since you have little chakra, you will have to study D techniques, maximum C rank, but you have amazing control. Therefore, I will enroll you in the Irionen courses. A medic is still needed in the team. Therefore, let's move on to training in walking on a tree. To walk on a tree, you need to pour chakra into your legs, not too much, otherwise the tree will break, and not too little, otherwise you simply won't be able to walk. Therefore, you must find a happy medium. Get started. Naruto, you can walk on a tree, right? He said, and then asked Kakashi. Yes, Kakashi-sensei, I can already walk on wood and water. That's why I'm waiting for your techniques. Naruto answered. Okay, let's go, I'll show you a technique. Send. Sasuke and Sakura began to try to climb the tree, and Kakashi and Naruto moved to another corner of the training ground. Well, since I have wind, but I don't have any techniques for it, so I'll teach you the lightning technique. Kakashi started to speak, but Naruto interrupted him. Kakashi-sensei, I don't need a lightning technique, I would like a fire technique. Before you ask about where I got the 3rd element from, I found out myself recently when I also checked on the sheets of paper. I already have 2 lightning and wind techniques, so I would like a fire technique. Naruto said. I understand you well, then I will show you the technique of the Great Fireball. B rank. Having folded seals from behind Kakashi's mouth, a huge fireball flew out. And a system icon appeared before Naruto's eyes. Want to learn the Great Fireball technique? Not really. I mentally press yes and receive knowledge on how to use this technique. Let me try, sensei, but let's move away so that Sasuke and Sakura don't see. Fine. Having gone behind the trees to another clearing, Naruto made a seal and blew out a giant fireball, twice as big as Kakashi. Kakashi was stunned by this, such a huge ball for the first time, even bigger than his own. Thinking about who his parents are and the Kyuubi's affinity for fire comes from. Therefore, it is not surprising that such a big ball. Very good. So wind and lightning are on the same level? Asked Kakashi. Well, yeah, Naruto answered and scratched the back of his head. Well then let's go to Sasuke and Sakura. We'll see how they're doing and I'll let you go home, said Kakashi. Fine. Arriving at the training ground where Sasuke and Sakura were, they saw that Sakura was already at the top, and Sasuke was sitting on a branch that was 3 meters high. Very good. Get down, macaques. Let's go home. Sasuke and Sakura angrily grabbed Kakashi and finally got down. Well, since you're here, let's all go home, be near the residence tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Bye, Genins, and disappeared into the shunshin. Okay, bye. I'll have to ask Kakashi for the shunshin technique. The dash is good, of course. But shunshin is still better. When Naruto came home, he ate, washed himself and went to bed. Name, Uzumaki Naruto. Profession, no. Title, Jinchuriki, Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, Snake King, Life Winner, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent, Head of the Namikaze Clan, Head of the Uzumaki Clan, Wolf Slayer, King of Wolves. Level 32, 50,250,000. Rank, B. XP 34.400, 71/1. Region per minute. Chakra 50,000, 82/1. Region per minute. Control 280. Strength 337/20, Armor 20, Silence 40, Dexterity 324, 6 plus 30 36, Speed 318, 7 plus 20 27, Intelligence 406, Cunning 30, Stamina 680. Luck 140. Armor 2, Accessories 1, Artifacts, Missing, Skills 8, Inventory 12, Shop. Auction, Forge. Skill points 10, Skill points 165, Messages 1. Elements. Fire 25%, Lightning 35%, Earth 10%, Wind 36%, Water 15%, Light 10%, Darkness 1%. Comment on Hello Dungeon 2. Hello. It hasn't even been a month since the chapter came out. I had no internet on Thursday and I thought, what should I do? So I started writing the chapter, although I was planning on starting on Saturday. So maybe I'll write another chapter and post it on Sunday. I think that would be nice. This chapter turned out to be a bit raw in terms of the boss fights. I had the fight as I wanted to see it, but in the end it turned out like always expressionless. I rewrote the fight several times to make it cool, but when I had already rewritten it 3 times, I thought that I would just try to make Naruto Imba at one point and that's it. So please forgive me for such a boss fight. In general, I wanted to write the chapter completely differently, but I'll repeat myself, I didn't write it at all as I intended. The chapter turned out to be a bit raw, specifically. So I'm sorry. I could of course rewrite the chapter, but I don't think anything better will come of this. The next chapters, I will try to write normally, I will try to write as I plan, so that the chapters do not turn out haphazardly, especially since I have already written chapters with an idea so many times, and in the end I just wrote what came to me at the time of writing. By the way, the chapter is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought that I would not post it at night, I will post it during the day. Still, I think I will need to make a convenient schedule. So that it is more convenient and clearer for you that, like, today at such a time the chapter will come out. Thank you for reading. Mission to the Land of Waves. I'm back. Happy New Year. Comment to Mission to the Land of Waves. I'm back. Happy New Year. Hello. Another month has passed since that training, nothing interesting happened. Naruto and his team continued to carry out missions. Kakashi now trains them every day after missions. Naruto improved his taijutsu, helped Sasuke with his Sharingan, and enrolled Sakura in the Irionen courses. So the life of Team Number 7 is much better than before. You could say that they are the strongest team in the graduating class. Naruto also raised his control by 5 points and all characteristics by 1 point, and that's for a whole month. So it's hard for him to pump up now. He also learned 2 fire techniques, to conduct the fire element through a weapon and the fire dragon, not a super huge dragon, 3 meters long and a meter wide. The technique works great. Although he believes that the fireball is better. He honed his techniques to the maximum, now fire techniques also consume much less chakra. He improved the clones to the maximum. Now 1 clone consumes 100 chakra. Naruto was at home now. He was doing nothing and just lying and looking at the ceiling. He wanted to go to the dungeon tomorrow. Honestly, he was already tired of missions, well, D-rank missions. He was already at the level of Jonin, but he had no experience as such. Of course, he could stand up to all sorts of animals, but what about people? He would have problems against people. And he had stopped developing. Now he either had to study techniques or fuinjutsu, or just walk around the dungeons. There was nothing else to do. Oh well, he would decide later what to do. Now he would make himself something to eat and go to bed. Morning. Location. At the residence. 10:15. Hello, Naruto greeted. Hello Naruto, Sakura greeted. Over this month they had become closer as comrades, so Sakura stopped being so doesn't really feel that way about Naruto, and has become a little more reserved in her emotions. Hello. Sasuke greeted indifferently. He had also become a little softer this month. He no longer always acts sullen. Now, in addition to the cold, there is also warmth, a little, but it is there. Now he can even communicate almost normally, without his snorts. Of course, he doesn't talk that much, but there is progress. Maybe we should ask for a normal mission today. I'm just tired of doing D rank. Have we been training for a month or something? Naruto complained. I agree. I'm also tired of doing D rank missions. If anything, I can heal your wounds. It wasn't for nothing that I went to the Irionen courses. What do you think, Sasuke-kun? Asked Sakura. I agree with you. I'm also tired of doing these missions. The other teams have already completed at least a few C rank missions, and we're still doing D. We need to talk to Kakashi. Sasuke said. Yo, what do you want to talk to me about? Hitaki asked. We want a C rank mission. The Genin said in unison. HMK. Kakashi chuckled, and thought for a couple of seconds before answering. Okay, you've basically done a great job this month. So I think I can ask Hokage-sama to give us a C rank mission. Send us inside, Kakashi said and went into the residence. Hokage's office. Hokage-sama, we are really ready for a C rank mission. I trained them for a month. And they are the best in their class. I think we can complete the mission. Hitaki persuaded. Well, what should we do with you, huh? Okay, I'll give you a C rank mission. Digs through scrolls, here it is. Your task is to escort the builder to the land of waves. Badger. Anbu. Bring Tazuna's ships. Yes. And he disappeared into the Shunshin. The order has been carried out, Hokage-sama. I have brought Tazuna-san. Badger said, appearing a minute later. Free. Eat. Here is your escort Tazuna-san. This is team number 7. The strongest in their stream. So you don't have to worry. Said the Hokage. Okay. Thank you Hokage-sama. Then team number 7, meet us at the gate in an hour. Said a slightly dissatisfied Tazuna, who was standing with a bottle of sake and smelling of fumes. You heard him. We'll meet in an hour, near the gate. Hitaki said and went out taking the team. 50 minutes later, near the gate. Naruto, oddly enough, was the first to arrive. Although he could have gone straight to the gate after the residence, but why? He already had everything with him, he put it in his inventory. And that was food, kunai, shurikens, a tent. So it was fine. He was just sitting at home. He ate, lay down and went. Now he was standing near the gate and looking somewhere into the distance. After standing for another 5 minutes, Naruto saw something shiny. Deciding to take a look, he went towards what was shining. Coming close enough, he saw a stone that shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. Surprised by such a stone, he took it in his hands. And I saw the system icon. You have found the mythical stone. Mythical stone type, material, rank, SSS. Possible fusion or creation of a new item price. Coming from nowhere, it caused a furor in all galaxies. The great material from which dozens of mythical weapons were made. These weapons had gigantic power. And they had gigantic price in all galaxies. There are few weapons made from this stone. So they can be sold for fantastic prices. Seeing what Naruto had in his hands, other people would kill him without thinking. Naruto's jaw was now lying somewhere on the ground, and his eyes were out of their sockets. Quickly realizing that this could not be shown to anyone, he quickly hid it in his inventory, out of harm's way. Looking around, he realized that no one was watching him, and checking with his sensors, he was convinced once again that no one was watching. And glory to God. And what should he do with such a stone? Sell it and make a mythical class weapon, and then sell it. Or just make a weapon and bend everyone. There are so many things you can do with this stone. It's just a pity that many will not believe in its value. Naruto still does not believe that such a stone can exist, and by the way, he has a system. And there are no others, so no one will believe. Turning around and approaching the gate, he saw his team in full force, who were walking towards the gate, already with the customer. He had felt it a long time ago, and to be precise, he always feels them. After all, sensorics is a thing. Well, everyone's here, so let's move out, let's move on foot. Kakashi said, and he went out the gate. And they set off. They had been walking for a day already. Soon they would stop for the night. They still had about a day to go, and it was already getting dark. Naruto decided to go to the dungeon anyway. Even if there was a mission going on, he would go anyway. Well, another 2 hours passed and they set up camp. It was already evening, dark outside. Everyone was a little tired, except Naruto. He has crazy endurance, like Sensei. he is also a real monster. By the way, he also acquired another skill. It's called observation. In theory, it appeared 5 minutes after they set out on their journey. Observation, skill, rank, B. Level 5/40ths, 10%, 100%. Allows you to see the characteristics of objects or living beings. You can see the characteristics if your level is equal or higher. Or the second way to have a high level of observation. That's the skill. He hasn't looked at the stats of the others on the team yet, though he will now. Looking at Sensei, he was not surprised in principle. Name, Kakashi Hatake. Profession. Title, Kakashi's Sharingan. Locked, level 79. Experience 1,234,678 19 million, rank, S. Other features locked. Well, what should I expect? Kakashi is too high level. But 19 lemons of experience scares me. It's a lot. Although for me it won't be that much, to kill one mob for 1,000,000 experience and get a lot of levels at once, because I have 10x experience. Okay, what about Sakura? Name, Sakura Haruno. Profession, novice medic. Title, useless, medic, theory genius, best control in class, crazy, loving to the grave, level 14. Experience 16,789 40,000, rank, D. XP 8,700, 37/1. Region per minute chakra 6,800, 40/1. Region per minute control 687. Strength 87, defense 0, dexterity 78, speed 67. Intelligence 147, should be 297, intelligence dropped due to the mad title, stamina 40. Luck 17. Armor 0, accessories 0, artifacts 0. Skills techniques, henge, kawarimi, illusory clone, tree and water walking, earth technique, mud wall. Elements. Fire 0%, lightning 0%, earth 30%, wind 0%, water 0%, light 1%, darkness 1%. She's at the level of a genin, almost. She needs to get her chakra and HP up to 10,000 and she'll be a genin. That's not bad, especially for a clanless one. So what's up with Uchiha? Name, Sasuke Uchiha. Profession, no. Title, I will kill brother, I will definitely take revenge, loner, survivor, genin, Indra's reincarnation, level 20. Experience 24,788 120,000, rank, C. XP 16.400, 41/1. Region per minute chakra 19.700, 31/1. Region per minute control 217. Strength 157, defense 0, dexterity 187, speed 196, intelligence 258, stamina 159, luck 28. Armor 0, accessories 0, artifacts 0. Skills, kawarimi, water and tree walking, illusory clone, henge, fire release, fireball technique, fire release, great fireball. Elements. Fire 55%, lightning 15%, earth 0%, wind 0%, water 0%, light 0%, darkness 45%. But Sasuke is almost at the Chunin level, probably not bad. It's not for me to judge, he was trained like this before and is still trained by Kakashi. Fire at 55 points and darkness at 45, after all, he really wants to take revenge. Okay. I looked at Sakura's and Sasuke's stats with Kakashi. Now I just have to wait until everyone falls asleep. I need to ask to be the first one on duty. So I can go to the dungeon. Although time stops when I'm in the dungeon. So I'll just leave a clone, let him sit and guard when I leave the dungeon, so that if someone wakes up, the clone will sit. Okay, I'll wait and sit, although I can eat for now. Naruto thought to himself. A couple of hours later, camp. Everyone is sleeping. Naruto still managed to persuade Hatake to leave him on duty first. Leaving the clone, he went to look for a place where he could open the dungeon. After walking quite a long distance, he came to a small clearing with a river. Deciding that this was the ideal place, he took the key B rank and thought that maybe go to C, but still decided to go straight to B rank. Having broken the key, the clearing lit up brown, and a portal to the dungeon opened. Naruto entered it. In the dungeon. Entering the dungeon, Naruto saw a white light that hurt his eyes. Naruto squinted from such a bright color. A minute later Naruto was able to open his eyes. Blinking, Naruto looked around and saw that he was in a snowy clearing. Around there was only snow and fir trees. Beautiful tall fir trees. After looking for a while, Naruto decided to finally pay attention to the system. You have entered the B rank dungeon. Your goal is to kill all the monsters and defeat the boss. Monsters killed 0/5. Good luck. Naruto chuckled and walked forward. Naruto had already been walking for 10 minutes by his standards, but still hadn't met anyone. After walking a couple more meters, Naruto heard the sounds of a fight. Quickly following the sounds, Naruto came out into a clearing. Deciding not to loom in front of his potential enemies, he decided to stay in the bushes. Sitting in the bushes, Naruto saw a battle between a huge brown bear and 3 wolves. Naruto decided to watch their battle, and then finish off those who remained. The battle was not a joke, one could even say bloody. The wolves tried with all their might to push the bear, but he did not give up and fought back. If the wolves simply seriously injured and bit, then the bear with such force could simply tear in half. But the wolves were too agile, and it seems that they were even intelligent. They very well dodged the bear's attacks. After a few minutes of chaos, the bear still hooked one of the wolves, hooked so that part of the wolf's skin was simply torn off, leaving only visible flesh. Since the wolf that had half its skin torn off had no room for dodging, the bear quickly reached the wounded wolf and simply trampled its huge paw into the ground, crushing the wolf, leaving behind just a pile of blood and organs. Naruto made a note to himself that it was better not to get attacked by such bears. After another minute, the remaining wolves managed to wound the bear in the eye. The bear howled in pain and growled with such power, as if it was not a bear in front of the wolves, but a biju. Even Naruto flinched at first, but the skill quickly calmed him down. The bear looked at the wolves with hatred in the eye and quickly bent its hind legs and jumped, quickly covering a distance of 10 meters. It swung at the wolf. The wolf, realizing that if it did not jump back now it would die, tried to quickly jump back, but did not have time, as it was torn to pieces, separating the body in half. Quickly turning around, the bear immediately jumped on the second. The last wolf realized that he had to run and then come with the pack and finish off the bear, so he decided to hide, only turning around and almost jumping. He did not even have time to understand how he was trampled into the ground and crushed with such force that cracks appeared on the ground. Naruto decided that this was the perfect chance to attack, so he created a couple of clones, jumped out of the bushes and sent out a wind technique, wind waves, sending it so that when the bear jumped back, he jumped back to where the clones were sitting with the lightning technique already being prepared, a snake made of lightning. The clones should be fat on chakra, so they will survive even after using the technique and will stand for a few more minutes. Sensing danger, the bear turned around and saw something flying at him. Deciding that he would not try to fight off the attacks, but would simply jump away, he jumped right into the place where Naruto's clones were. Landing, he again felt danger, but did not have time to dodge, so lightning flew into his neck, which wrapped around his neck. Quickly folding the seals and adding more chakra, Naruto exhaled a huge fireball. A couple of seconds later, the bear was already burning in flames. And after 10 minutes, he was burning out. Naruto, watching the bear burn out, decided to see what was going on with the system. You have killed the giant brown bear. Rank, B. Experience 200,000, this is already 10x experience. You got roasted giant brown bear meat 21 kg. You have obtained the giant brown bear tooth. Monsters killed 1/5. Naruto, seeing that he now had a lot of meat, already began to imagine how he would make himself something to eat, a lot of tasty food. A few hours later. Now Naruto was sitting, leaning against a tree and breathing heavily, because fighting with bears is something else. They are much stronger than all the opponents he fought. The bear he killed first was quite weak, and after fighting with the wolves he was tired, so Naruto was able to catch him and kill him, and these were much stronger and were not deprived of stamina. So Naruto had to tinker with them. Naruto spent half of his chakra, health and almost all of his stamina. Deciding that it would take him a long time to recover, he went into the store and bought a pill that would restore all stats to full. You spent 5,000 Ri, you have purchased a recovery pill. Quickly eating the pill, Naruto felt his chakra and stamina recover almost immediately. After resting for a couple more minutes, he looked at his level and inventory. Level 34. Experience 150,000 400,000. Inventory. Giant brown bear roasted meat 21 kg, giant brown bear tooth, giant brown bear meat 79 kg, giant brown bear pelt 4F rank dungeon key, C rank dungeon key, stone of infinite return, overgrown wolf skin 17, overgrown wolf's teeth 123, overgrown wolf claw 102, katana of the wolf king, blood of the wolf king, fangs of the wolf king skin, snake's teeth 10, mythical stone. Not bad. Okay. We need to go and look for the boss. I killed all the mobs. And where could he be? Okay. Go! Naruto didn't have time to finish before he immediately felt danger from behind. He quickly jumped and turned around in mid-flight, made seals and released the fire dragon. Landing on his feet in 10 meters from the place where he had been, he saw a giant white bear. This bear was several times larger than the Wolf King. Brown Bear Queen, level 67, rank, AXP 75,000, damage 7.600. You have greatly angered the brown bear's mother. We advise you to flee. Why are they so strong, huh? Okay. HP, but what is her damage? Minimum from 7k, and maximum how much? 20,000. Maybe even more, and the system advises to run. Phew. I need to calm down, I can't get hit by her attacks. She is stronger than the Wolf King. I'll create clones spreading out around her, they will release snakes from lightning, and I and another clone will release a joint technique snakes from lightning S rank. I'll spend all my chakra, HP, but I'll kill you for it. Let's go. Having created clones, they surrounded the queen. Having released lightning elemental techniques simultaneously, they hit the targets directly, in the front and back paws, and just on the body, just to hold the colossus. As soon as the snakes latched on, Naruto saw that. You dealt 5,000 damage. So there's a lot of HP and damage, but no defense. A thought flashed through Naruto's head. Deciding that it was better not to hesitate, he began to fold the seals together with the clone. With a few seals left, the bear let out such a roar that one could say that the nine-tailed demon himself was free. The queen let out a roar, so strong that all the clones that were there dispersed, and Naruto flew into a tree. You lost 10,000 XP. Naruto felt dizzy after the blow. After sitting for a few seconds, just to come to his senses, he saw the system icon, which showed that he did not have 10k HP. Standing up and folding the seals, he again called the clones, quickly giving them instructions, he went straight to the forehead. After making the seals, he blew out a giant fireball. Seeing this, the Bear Queen decided not to dodge, but simply entered the fire. Naruto was a little taken aback when he saw this, but quickly realized that if this continued, he would have to fight her point blank, and the plan with the clones would not work, and the chance that he would die would be huge, because the queen was very strong, and she should not be underestimated. Quickly forming the seals, he released the fireball again, only this time he also released a wind technique to strengthen the fireball. The enhanced technique hit the target, as the queen did not dodge again. Only this time, the damage went through. You dealt 3,000 damage, XP 67.000. Burning effect will be applied, the effect will last for 5 seconds, 1.000 damage per second. Seeing that the technology had done its job, he used it and, one might say, flew to the queen. There is only a little bit left and they will clash in a battle to the death. The queen already swung and wanted to crush Naruto, just take and squeeze him with such force that he would die with such pain that he had never felt. But Naruto had other plans, so Naruto gave more chakra to his legs and used a dash, and jumped, thereby dodging the bear's paw. He could say he flew up and was above the bear's head. In flight he folded the seals and released the fireball again feeding it with wind. The she-bear didn't have time to dodge, so she took all the technique on herself again. Because the technique had already hit her twice, her defense went to 0, so Naruto dealt huge damage. In doing so, he caused enormous pain to the queen. You dealt 10,000 damage. XP 42.000 HP is already counted with 2 burning effects. Burning effect will be applied, the burning effect will last for 10 seconds, 1.000 damage per second. Already 42,000 HP, at this rate I will kill her very quickly. Naruto thought. Now Naruto stood and looked at the burning bear. After a few seconds, she extinguished herself and kicked in all directions, because the pain she felt was gigantic. Now the she-bear does not look like a queen, but just like a burnt creature. Now she has no skin at all, it is completely burnt, now you can see flesh and a lot of blood, and it smells like blood and flesh, only burnt. As soon as she stopped kicking, she looked at Naruto with such hatred that he broke out in a cold sweat. As soon as Naruto wanted to move, ice shards, or rather blocks, flew at him. A little surprised that the queen had ice release, he dodged the blocks and showed a sign to the clones to start releasing a joint fire technique. When Naruto crashed into the tree and then summoned the clones, he told them to prepare a joint technique while the original was wasting the queen's powers, so that it would be easier to kill with this technique. And so that she would not dodge. Once the clones saw the signal, they simultaneously released the fire dragon technique, but because it was done by many clones, it turned out to be just a giant fire technique, S. Rank. Seeing such a technique, the queen realized that if she did not dodge, she would die in the blink of an eye, because there would not even be coal left of her. She decided to run away. As soon as she wanted to jump to the other side, Naruto flew into her face. He used a dash, and poured a lot of chakra into his legs to fly out like a ball and guns. Naruto hit her right in the face with both feet and she flew straight to the technique. Naruto, who was now standing on the queen's face, decided that if he didn't jump away now, he would also be dead. Using a dash, he pushed off and jumped straight into the forest. You killed the brown bear queen, express 3 million, this express is already 10x, you received queen bear pelt 1, you have received the blood of the bear queen 1, you received the bear queen's cloak 1, you received the ice blood katana 1, you received 1 million ryo. You have obtained the bear queen slayer title, you have received the bear slayer title, you have received the bear king title, you have received the beast king title, you have received the kingslayer title. You have completed the hidden profession quest, you can get the summoner profession, class description. You can tame familiars who will fight for you, to listen to you and protect you, 0/10. You can tame either a creature you killed or one you just found, you can upgrade your familiars, evolve them, and they can evolve into more ancient and powerful forms. To summon a creature you just need to say, summon, and the name of the creature you want to summon. To conclude a contract to tame a creature, you must say, conclude contract, mission complete, kill 3 kings of your species that are stronger than you, not really. Oh my, I completed the hidden quest for the class. Of course I'm taking this class, I like it. And the description is also not bad. And just having your own, so to speak, summon is very cool, and not just one, but several at once. I'll try it on the bear. I hope the system will be able to count the creature by bones. Otherwise, I won't see the bear queen. Okay, how was it? Conclusion of the contract. As soon as Naruto said this, the entire clearing lit up with white color. Naruto closed his eyes and after a few seconds the light disappeared. Opening his eyes Naruto saw nothing, the bones also disappeared. But as soon as Naruto wanted to say something, he saw the system icon, and the icon depicted the Queen of Bears and he saw her characteristics. Name, none. Title, Queen, Mother, Wolf Slayer, Fox Slayer, Rank, A. Level 67, 900,000 7 million, XP 75.000. Chakra 100,000, Strength 7.600 27.000, Dexterity 765, Speed 790, Intelligence 900, Stamina 1.000, Master, Uzumaki Naruto. Well, she's a monster, of course. She can take down 27k, one hit and I'm dead, thank Kami that I can use her, now things will go uphill. And I'll get stronger, and so will she. So, I need to give her a name. He came up with the idea, the system came up with the name for the queen, now her name is Malfisa. Name changed to Malfisa. Okay, I'll go to the camp already, I cleared the dungeon, now I can leave. Naruto said and called to look at Malfisa. After looking at her, he stroked her and called her back. After leaving the dungeon, he changed his clothes and went to the camp. When he arrived at the camp, he called off the clone and went into his tent. Naruto fell asleep literally 5 minutes later, but before he fell asleep, he looked at his stats. Name, Uzumaki Naruto, Profession, Summoner. Title, Jinchuriki, Uzumaki, Snake Slayer, Snake King, Life Winner, Demon Incarnate, Shinobi, Transcendent, Namikaze Clan Leader, Uzumaki Clan Leader, Wolf Slayer, Wolf King, Bear King, King Slayer, Bear Queen Slayer, Bear Slayer, King of Beasts, Level 38, 0 to 550.000. Rank, B.A. XP 40,000, 71/1. Region per minute, Chakra 60,000, 82/1. Region per minute, Control 285. Strength 358/20, Armor 20, Silence 40, Dexterity 345, 6 plus 30 36, Speed 339, 7 plus 20 27, Intelligence 427, Cunning 30, Stamina 731 731, Luck 145. Armor 2, Accessories 1, Artifacts, Missing, Skills 8, Inventory 20, Shop. Auction, Forge. Skill points 16, Skill points 177, Messages 1, Elements. Fire 45%, Lightning 40%, Earth 10%, Wind 41%, Water 15%, Light 10%, Darkness 1%, Familiars 1/10. Comment to Mission to the Land of Waves. I'm back. Happy New Year. Greetings to everyone who reads this. Happy New Year. I want to wish you happiness and more nerves. I also want to wish you and your loved ones health. If you set a goal, then go towards it despite all the obstacles, but while you go, I will believe that you will succeed. You may have noticed that the writing of the text has changed a little, namely the lines of the characters and the system. Now it will always be like this. Thank you for reading. Happy New Year. Appeal. Hello everyone. It's been a while since I wrote this, hasn't it? I sincerely want to apologize for the fact that there have been no chapters for so long. There are reasons for this. It's all pretty banal, it's studying. Since I'm a senior in high school, I have the OGE coming up, and a million test exams. I've been preparing for the OGE all this time and I'm still preparing, so I don't have enough time, and I don't have the strength either, both physically and mentally, because I'm pressured almost every day and asked questions. Where are you going to go to school? What are you going to do in life? What will you do for a living? And so on. I can't answer these and many other questions, that's how it is. They pressure me not only at home, but also at school, which doesn't give me relief. Well, enough of justifying myself, I wanted to write about something else altogether. I'm going to rewrite the fanfic. Every time I read my FF I notice millions of mistakes and inconsistencies in calculations, and holes in the plot, and also Naruto is somehow too imboyish for me, which is not very good, because I planned it differently. Therefore, this fanfic is closed, and a new one will be opened soon. Honestly, I don't know what else to write, although I know. I didn't want to burden you with my thoughts and problems, so I hope that after you read this and leave this fanfic, in a couple of minutes you will forget what I wrote in my excuses. As for the release of the fanfic, it will be in the summer, or to be precise, somewhere in June, or to be even more precise, somewhere after the exams. It will take a long time, I understand, but it is necessary, because right now I simply do not have any strength to continue this fanfic, and its correspondence. I simply do not have enough nerves. Therefore, I hope you will understand me, and will not be too angry. That's basically it. I want to wish everyone to pass their exams well. It doesn't matter if you're a graduate or not, I still wish you good luck. And more nerves. That's all for sure now. Thank you for reading. Yours Senpai 69.